Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Let me tweet this out and change something here. How's everybody doing? Oh, there we go. All right. 1 second.
Hiya, papaya.
Welcome, welcome. I changed the audio a lot tonight, so it might sound a little bit different. I hope it sounds better. I tweaked just about everything, and I ran a couple tests, so I hope it sounded much better than ever before. That is what I hope. Danny with the cheer, thank you. It is me, thank you. And Kevin Triforce with the 3-month resubscribe. Thank you so much, Kevin. I really appreciate you.
Hiya, papaya.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome. All right, let me tweet this out really quickly.
Wow, this is really terrible.
There's a new redeem. I wanted to do a little bit more before this stream, but because I had to fix things, I had less time than usual. All right. That is tweeted out.
We've got trouble.
Okay, sorry about that. Sometimes Twitter doesn't save your tweets when you leave the page. Welcome, what's up, Kevin Zyten saying everyone's playing Star Rail. Everyone's playing Star Rail. I'll probably re-roll as I watch the stream on Twitch. What is Star Rail? Let me know what that is. Why is everybody playing it? Is there an update or something? Welcome, Elvia. Kyle, Nameless Typhlosion. Danny, of course, Unknown Gaming. Emrakul, Lorenzo. And welcome, Audrey. Crit, I wanted to ask if you know who Zero Emblem is. Emblem Foundation, because this emblem is completely unexplained even in this DLC. Yeah, I feel like that's like just kind of a... I think people want that to be an Easter egg. A lot of people say that it's Shozo Kaga because he's kind of like the father of Fire Emblem, but the honest reality is that because of all the lawsuits and the situation between him and Nintendo, I doubt that they would do that unless there's like somebody on the Engage team that wanted to harken back to that and just drop that in there. But I don't think Nintendo at large, or like even Intelligent Systems at large, would be acknowledging Kaga. They had, was it the Fire Emblem 20th anniversary? They had some event, some live event in Japan, and well, A, he wasn't there, of course, because of the situation, but also B, I think they even referred to him in a weird way in like one of the brochures for it, where it was like something about a creator, or I can't remember. They kind of dissed him a little bit. So a lot of people like to say that Shozo Kaga is the emblem of Foundations, but yeah, there's really nothing in the game to suggest it. A lot of people have had some interesting theories about it being like, I think Alir and Vale or something. I'd have to look into it again. It's been a little bit since I was reading them, but all there is speculation, basically. There's no way to really know what it was, because you don't get to see it. Although he does, spoilers, but at the end of Engage, when Sombron is dying, he does look at Alir and Vale, which I feel like maybe led people to have that theory. But I think it's just kind of more supposed to be him dying, him hallucinating, and he sees what he sees, and you don't really get to see what it is. But we are here. This is Chapter 5 of the Fell Xenologue on Maddening. This is the 3rd stream that I've done where we're on this chapter. It's still the same attempt, which is awesome, but we've gotten, it's taken longer than we thought, especially because there were 2 rounds of these wolves over here. There was the original pod that was here. We took them out. We were kind of moving along more swiftly than I thought we would be doing, and then they spawned more of them here, which I was like, really? You're just like honestly padding this out at this point. But we're finally about to enter this upper right corner where we have both Hortensia and Bizarro Fogado to deal with, which should be interesting. And they just spawned a bunch of corrupted wyverns. As far as the stream title, though, let's talk about that and the rules, and I got to catch up with chat again. What's up, Couch Potatoes? Zero Emblem is Elowood. What do you mean? This is canon.
This is where the fun begins.
Danny says, tweet has been liked and retweeted alongside liking Star Rail is a new game made by MiHoYo, the people who made Genshin and Honkai. Oh. The name Star Rail does sound familiar. They must have had trailers and stuff a bit ago. Cal says, I only watched half of last stream, thought you had this beat. Well, we're doing okay. It's just, it took us longer because the map decided to throw way more crap at us that really slowed things down and clogged up the works. Danny's saying, my theory is that Zero Emblem is Anri or Naga, as those are the only two older than Marth that technically did their part on their own. And even Naga gives us the burn us quote when he bathes Chrom and Lucina in fire when they want to awaken the Falchion. Interesting. I don't like. There's nothing in this game though that talks about any of that or even mentions Anri. I feel. I don't even think they say Naga in this game at all, do they? It's a interesting topic for sure. But Gabe says it's going to take 6 hours to get there. This time I don't think so. I might be lying, but I'm not intending to. I think we can actually deal with these pretty quick, get the whole team back together, sorta, and make it up here. Actually, I guess once we destroy these wyverns, we should have a fairly good route in. Maybe we could even bait Bogado with somebody. He doesn't look too threatening. But let's talk about this stream, because I put Storytime in the title of this stream. I liked the Q&A that we did last time. However, I want to add another wrinkle to it. So the way that this works, I've disabled Divine Chokes for the night, simply because we're using this other thing instead. So how this is going to work is you guys can ask me questions, but hopefully make them predicated based on like a story. I'll give you some kind of a story as a response, whether it be personal or something that I've heard. And we'll have a fun story time out of it. And if you guys want to share your stories on similar topics or when that question comes up, be sure to do so in chat. I would love that as well. If I do not want to answer the story, I'm going to waste a unit's turn, which is unfortunate. But, you know, there could be some that are just not not something I want to answer on a live stream. So that's how this is going to work. Let me do a quick sound test for myself, and then we'll get started here. I also put out a video today, so if you haven't checked it out, be sure to add that to your watch later or check it out after the stream. I'm really proud of this one. I spent a lot of time on it. That's also why you didn't see me Monday night, because I spent a lot of time working on it Monday night. I wasn't feeling too hot either, so wasn't the best. Let's see. Hold on. Am I freezing? Why am I... Have I frozen on screen? Hold on a second. My camera looks like it froze. Are we okay? Alright, maybe it's just my phone. I think it sounds pretty good. You're fine. Thank you, Danny. Unknown Gaming says I liked it. It was a fun video. Couch Video says, should we start with a bang, chat? What's up, Gamer Swordsman? Hope you can get through this chapter tonight. I hope so too. I want to move on with my life. I want to get to the final Fell Xenologue chapter and be able to return to the main game. So, what do we have going on here? We have Etier. Oh yeah, that's right. And they keep spawning these stupid corrupted wyverns. I keep killing them with Etier and Astrostorm, but clearly it's just a threat that is supposed to be there the entire time, which is really annoying. We do have Greg healed up at the moment. I think Pandreo needs to stay here. Got 9 more physic uses left out of him. And we got a couple people here that do need to catch up to the rest of the group, I would say. I think this is what we want to do. Hold on, let me remember why this was happening. Oh, we had some cannoneers that I had Gold Mary go take out over to the left. That looks to have been dealt with last time. Why are you down here? I'm so confused about this. How did this happen? What was this about? I don't remember how she got there or why. I vaguely remember bringing her down there. Timothy Lee, thank you for the sub. Okay, that's interesting. So a lot of people have to catch up. We do also have Etier here. I would love to get Etier another pool. Though there's not really one in range. There's that one.
Let me at him.
I think she starts to come closer. And we get these guys caught up. It would be extremely useful. Because this Gold Mary is really good in this mode with the Erica ring. It would be extremely useful if she could catch up to the rest of the gang, because she's kind of not been with them the entire time. So, Kyle's asking, did you like Advance Wars? I gotta be honest. All right, story time. I wanted to make a little thing on stream that says story time, but we'll have to do it for next time. I didn't have the time today. I like it less than I thought, which I feel really bad about because I want to be super excited about Advance Wars. I'm so glad that it's back. I want more Advance Wars games in the future. But yeah, this one's not really doing it for me, and I feel kind of sad about it. Maybe I'll enjoy it more once I start playing like Advance Wars 2, like those maps, because those I think are kind of more fun. But I don't know. It also might have just been playing it on stream, but I just noticed the huge disparity between Advance Wars and Fire Emblem Engage in terms of like the fun that you could have on stream and like the chaos that can happen in battle. It's just like there was something missing, something like it wasn't very gripping to watch, I felt, from a stream viewer perspective. And I kind of was like aware of that the entire time and not having as much fun with it. Maybe if I play it in my free time, I'll enjoy it more. But as I was saying last stream, it's also my perspective that like with remakes, nothing is ever as good, in my opinion, as the original. And I hate to sound like a crotchety old grandpa when I say that, but the thing is, like, that feeling of nostalgia that you get when you play the original game, where it transports you back in time to when you were a kid or when you first played it, like, that's not really there with remakes because they look so different and they sound so different, and you can find nuggets in there of, like, classic bits that you enjoy, but truth be told, I just think even with the best remakes ever, I'd probably it just kind of makes me want to go back and replay the original instead, if you ask me. I'm realizing that now. Stevie's so content pilled he can't enjoy Advance Wars. Well, to be honest, I mean, the channel hasn't been doing that well simply because I haven't been putting out any like real videos in the past while, so finally did today, and it was a very sizable one. I gotta find a way to make shorter ones from now on, because I was up till 5 in the morning this morning wrapping that bad boy up. But yeah, it happens. I just want to get the channel back to a place where it's a bit better again. I think the algorithm is still really confused because I switched to this whole stream setup, and some weeks I was only doing the streaming and not doing the content, and I think it just doesn't really know what to do with the content and how to promote it or anything at this point. So we just got to figure it out. We'll get there. But yeah, I don't know what content I would make off of Advance Wars right now. I could review it, I guess, at some point, but there's Fire Emblem games I want to review that I've not done that with. The stakes feel lower because they're soldiers. Fire Emblem is kings and lords and hoes, says Elvia. That's true. That is true. Also, I feel like things can't go catastrophically as wrong in that, which is more fair, I guess, from like a balance perspective, but it is funny to like get crit and stuff. Like, it's just made for streaming, if you ask me. Blood Like Ice with the death sprays, naturally. Classic. Classic. Wonder what you'd say if I ever removed this. Oop. Nope, go on. Sir Koopa says, honestly feel the game might tank, but hopefully not. I have concerns about that too. Yeah, speaking of which, Blood Like Ice says I'd unsub. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Speaking of Blood Like Ice came in and said to me, that game that you're playing looks like one of those crappy fake mobile games or something, or like one of the games you see on ads on YouTube. And when I really thought about it, I couldn't deny that the Advance Wars remake does kind of look like that. I don't hate the style, but it's definitely not as good as it once was, I have to say. All right, let's figure out what's happening here. I'm sorry. We have these guys chain guarded. It's not ideal. I think actually maybe you go here and we'll break the chain guard. I should have checked where the enemy range is. He uses Unity. It does look like a mobile game. Audrey says, by the way, I really liked your video discussing the origins of the character name references, and I was very surprised to learn that Tamara's real name is Mizutera. Yeah, I don't know why they changed it to Tamara, but it was supposed to be closer to tiramisu, as in the Japanese name is Mizutira. So I don't know what prompted the weird Tamara switch around. That was kind of a strange one. Because I feel like in a lot of cases when games are coming out and you read the Japanese names, sometimes you're able to make like good educated guesses as to like what the English name is going to be. And that one was just like a weird left turn, if you ask me. Maybe there's something that I'm not seeing or thinking of in regards to it, but should we do this? Do I want to do this? We currently have 5 uses of the time crystal left. Wow, that is so weird to say. Because usually you guys are taking about 5 of them from me. And considering we've gone through 2 streams in this map, there is no way I'd have any more of those remaining at this point in time. But it's nice that I don't have to worry about it as much, I guess. Sir Koopa is saying, yeah, the game looks very simple, especially the world map. It feels empty. Yeah, I was noticing that about the world map. There are certain aesthetic things that I really like that they did. I honestly do. I love the fact that if you are on a mission on the world map and then you back out to the main menu, it shows you like an updated in the bar, like where you are in the world map and what mission it is. Like, I love that. Nice effect. Ooh, we got a crit. 1%. 1% Thoron crit. Interesting. There are some aesthetic things that I do actually really like that they did, but it's not a lot, if I'm being honest. All right, I think we do whatever we can to get rid of as many of these guys as possible. Mr. Sage here is kind of a threat. I would like to skewer him. Rosato's not quite effective enough to do that. Can you skewer this? Worst case scenario, I do have Corn Ring. I don't really want to waste Torrential, but I could make people not move with Dreadful. All right, Rosato. Not doing so hot in this mode. What's up, Tristan? Just finished the movie Evil Dead Rise. Now I'm on to dinner. Well, I hope you're having fun, Tristan. I never saw the Evil Dead movies. Welcome, Liker. Couch Potato says, I miss my divine choking. Ask me a question. You can force me to potentially waste a move if you're creative enough. Okay. The speed of this guy is kind of concerning because he's a sword master and a backup. I don't like either of those things in this case. I do like that.
I'm with you.
This is all I got here? I think it is. All right, what's the smart approach? Smart approach might be to have you immediately eliminate this. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I'd say that's pretty smart, don't you? Ooh.
That was a fierce battle.
Nell is better than Nell, says Baknat. It's confusing which one is which, but the first one you're saying Engage Nell is better than Advance Wars Nell, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I like them both. We can exist in a world where they're both awesome. Tell us about the most embarrassing moment of your life. Oh, I have to think about what that even is. Is that bad? Is that a good thing that I have to actually think about what that would be? Oh, I could tell you what. I don't know if it's the most embarrassing ever, but it's the one that immediately comes to mind when I think of that. I could skip this one. This is a pretty bad one. You're starting off. You're shooting fire, Couch Potatoes. All right, we're gonna do it though. Okay. So when I was like 10, I had a sleepover at a friend's place. It was. I was probably like, well, maybe I was younger than that. I don't know. I was a kid. I was doing a sleepover at a friend's place. It was an unfamiliar place. Like, I'd never done a sleepover there before. It was kind of like a first time type deal. And other times that I was over his house, I just need to add this context before we get truly into the story. Previous times that I hung out with him, he's a friend of mine. We like similar things. We talked a lot about like Digimon. This was way back in the day. This is early late 90s, early 2000s for sure. Maybe even late 90s specifically. And I remember we did a lot of Digimon stuff together and a little drip of Yu-Gi-Oh too, perhaps. But I noticed something weird. Their mom was a single mom, and when it came time for them to be bathed, both he and his sister would bathe together in the bathroom. Like the mom would bring them both in there to do that. And as a kid, even now, I'm like, I kind of get it because, you know, single mom, like you just want to get your kids bathed and like get to bed, and like I understand it more now, I think, as an adult. But at the time, and even still now a little bit, I'm kind of, that's kind of weird. Yeah, when you have like, especially boy and girl siblings, like especially getting like up there to where it's like almost teenage years, like it was strange. So I felt really weird about that whole situation, about them in the bathroom, and I kind of felt they were also like first generation immigrants, so I wondered if like some of those behaviors and stuff I just wasn't used to because, you know, I was born here specifically, and you know, my family was different or something. So I had a weird thing about like their bathroom where like I was kind of concerned, like maybe they were so open because they did that like if I used their bathroom, they would walk in on me and it would be like normal to them because they probably like did it all the time to themselves. So I built up this crazy story in my mind of like, if I use their bathroom, they're gonna come in on me because like they're just that open about that sort of thing. And that I just freaked myself out about that. So I sleep over his house. I'm in the top bunk, mind you. I wake up early in the morning and it turns into that classic scenario of like, I'm awake before him and I'm laying there for like what felt like hours. I was a kid, so maybe it wasn't hours, but I felt like it was hours. I tried going back to sleep. I tried doing everything I could. The dude was still snoring, passed out in the bottom bunk. You know, my 10-year-old friend or whatever his name was. And I had to pee so badly. You know that morning pee where like you just gotta get out of bed and hit the bathroom. Even if you're gonna like go back to sleep, like you just gotta get it out because it's just been building up all night and you have to get rid of it. And so now I'm freaking out because I'm thinking about the bathroom situation in their house. And I'm like, oh God, like I have to pee so bad, but I'm scared that like I'm going to go in there and someone's going to walk in. I think I might have even heard someone else using the bathroom at one point, which further made me feel like I couldn't go in there. And like it got to the point where I just had to pee so bad that it was going to happen. Like I had no choice anymore. It was going to happen. And so I ended up like basically pissing myself on the floor of his room, and it was terrible. It was awful situation. I don't think I said anything about it. I think I went home shortly after that. I don't know who would have found it or what would have happened, but it was just not good, not fun at all. Anyway, there's like one of my most embarrassing stories. Age 10 years old, terrified about friend's bathroom scenario since he bathed with his sister. I'm clipping that. Oh, great. Oh, I should have. I meant to engage. This is kind of bad.
I hope I've done well.
Fuck, not with the wow. I gotta make him louder. You asked me my most embarrassing story. There it is, courtesy of 10-year-old Stevie.
This is really terrible.
It was bad, yeah. It was bad. All right, where is Hold on. Let me fix WoW guy before I forget. I haven't checked on chat in a while. Where are you, WoW guy? Oh! No, what happened to WoW guy? He got frozen. Where is your volume? Make him a bit loud. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I upped everything else, so I didn't up him by accident.
Wow.
That's a bit better. All right. Oh, what's up, Chip? Welcome. Oh, what a time to enter this stream. What a time. Willing to tell embarrassing stories, Giga Chad? I mean, I may come to regret it, but I think it's more interesting for the viewers, for the audience at home. So I'm gonna do it if I can. Bro would rather Bro would rather piss on his friend's floor instead of potentially being walked into the bathroom. Well, I was a kid. I was freaked out about their whole scenario. I just thought it was so bizarre that they would like shower together and stuff, okay? I was not game with that. I was just very scared. I think someone's gonna die here, actually, because I didn't get off the dreadful that I wanted because I forgot to engage. So what happens instead? He definitely doubles. 33 into 14. Yeah, it's not good. Unless... I think we have to attack with Rosado and hope for the counter. Otherwise, I just absolutely blundered that. To make sure he doesn't kill Rosado too then. Yeah, it's not good. Whatever, go for the free break. Let me check chat again. Amazing start. Couldn't you just lock the door, Stevie? That's a very fair point, Sir Koopa. That's very smart. But as a 10-year-old kid, I did not think of that as a solution. I did not think of that at all. I don't know. That's the only time that's ever happened, so it's not like it was some chronic thing of mine, but it just, their bathroom situation freaked me out. What's going on? Attention all gamers doesn't work either? Oh. Sorry, somehow I exited StreamerBot. I don't know how that happened. That should be better now. Let me fix anybody that did pay for stuff that they did not get. Hold on. Reward request. All right, I'm sorry about that. Do I see one? I'm not seeing one because I just opened it, so I'm sorry about that, Chip. I can't refund it. I don't see it. Should have found an emergency cup, says Kyle. Kyle says, I was in college and our hall had a key to get into the bathroom, but I couldn't find my key, so I took a crap in me and my roommate's trash can. Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate, but at least you can like deal with that and you're of sound enough mind that maybe you could like put it in a bag and go bring it to a dumpster before anyone finds out, right? Yeah, I didn't have enough resources as a kid to fix that situation better. How did you even find out that they bathed together as couch potatoes? Because I was over there playing with them, and then I remember like it was getting later into the evening, and they didn't tell me that I needed to leave yet, but like we were still playing, and I think the sister went up first, and then at some point the mom called him, and I guess in retrospect they could have taken turns the more that I think about it, but something led me to believe that they were both in there together. Maybe they were both called. It's been so long I don't exactly remember. I just know that that's what it was about, and I was concerned about their bathroom etiquette, and that's what made me not want to go in there. As weird as it is, I would assume the family was from a country where water is more scarce or used to living in drought. They were from Sweden, so I don't know that that's exactly the case for them. I just thought it might have been some weird cultural thing that I was not privy to. Is there anything you purchased you regretted? Let me think if I have a story related to that.
I will fight for you.
What is Nell doing while I do that? Nell's not doing anything. Nell's gonna sit here and wait. I don't think we need a heal at the current moment. We got Wolf Boy. All right. Anything I purchased that I regretted? Would have to be like a good one, like something I really regretted.
Alrighty then.
Oh yeah, she gone. Whoops. Whoops. Whoops.
Sorry. I'm falling back.
Plot twist, there were 2 showers in that bathroom. We're not going to leave her dead. I want Core and Ring for later.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy
Oh boy, he can do it again? Wait a minute, I thought he already summoned. What's happening here? Oh. I thought that was like had a cooldown type situation. I might be blocking it in the upper right. Well, that's lovely. Huh. Huh. Alright, well, we're doing this. And I'm going back, and we are... Oh, there must have been a pool there. That's a Fear God. That's what it was. This was all fine. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Still good with that. I think... Yeah, I think we just want to redo Veil's attack, and we'll be okay. Because I just need Dreadful. And I meant to have it. Remember, enemies don't use cooldowns for emblems. Remember Zephyr with Sigurd? Yeah, but I guess I was under that false impression because Diamant only summons once. He only summoned with Veronica's ring once in Chapter 3. So I don't know. I was feeling like it was a one-time deal, at least for a while. I guess it's whatever they want it to be, the answer.
Guess I did it right.
He gets 3 or 4 in a row, then he'll move? Oh, God. Okay. Lovely. Alright, let's go for a range attack here with Rosado. His only choice is to attack Yunako, which is perfectly fine. He summons 3 times, says Comet Crossing. What's up, Comet Crossing? Alright, well, that's going to be lovely. I hope we can get more people here in time. Can't imagine how long next chapter's gonna take him, says Emrakul. Oh, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm glad to know that even if that guy hit, we would still live. Diamant technically did 2 summons. He got both Marth and Sigurd. He got Celica too. He got Marth, Sigurd, and Celica. Which I guess they balanced out to be more than 4 Wyverns, 4 Mage Knights, and whatever else comes next. What a jerk. The question was about if something I regretted buying. Oh, well, I don't know how interesting of a story it is, but you know when you go to the video game store, like GameStop, and you haven't done any research on a game, but it looks really appealing based off of like the box art in and of itself. So you're kind of like, hey, maybe I should pick this thing up. Like, maybe if you're crafty enough, you'll even on the fly just sit there in the store, take out your phone, start looking up like reviews or videos of the game on YouTube to see if it's worth your time. That's typically like the smart way to go about it if you haven't already researched the game in advance. There were some games that I've purchased that I deeply, deeply regretted. I hate to say it, but one of them was actually in the very early days of the 3DS. I bought a Blaze Blue port, fighting game, anime fighting game, and my God, it was just... Apologies in advance if any of you are Blaze Blue fans, but I have never tried this. At that point, I had never tried the series before. Did not have any idea what was going on. I tried playing the story mode. It was interesting because you could pick your character. I guess it's kind of similar to other fighting games where story mode was you picked the character you wanted to play and you got their bit of story. And I was trying to decipher everything that was happening, and it was just pure nonsensical. I know Blaze Blue is very competitive and there's a lot of room for growth in terms of like getting better, but the battle system was clunky and terrible and horrible, and I could barely play it properly. It didn't help that the 3DS's controls were not the best to be doing that on, but yeah, that was a really big, hard regret one, and that was in the very early days of the 3DS, which did not feel very good, in all honesty. That was a big one. Mario Strikers is a hella fun drinking game. The Wii one, not the Switch one. I love the Wii one. That was a great game.
I will atone.
I regret buying Mario Strikers. Awful, awful game, says Embercool. My brother is a big Strikers fan, and even he was a little disappointed with the Switch version, if that's what you're talking about. They seem to be doing that thing now where they're releasing unreleased games, kind of like Animal Crossing, and then slowly putting out the updates and the other content. But I think Strikers is even still missing like a lot of stuff that should be there. My brother was a bit disappointed with it too, and he's a huge Strikers fan, so I was kind of sad about that. Gosh on Gosh says, back when the 3DS didn't have anything else and you just wanted to use it. Exactly. Exactly. It was the early days of the 3DS. I just wanted some more games. I wanted to have fun. I wanted to see like what they were bringing with this console. I was excited. And unfortunately, just did not end well. One of the few games I've actually returned in the past, like, over a decade of my life. I don't usually return video games. I'm usually very good about picking what I like, and you know, even if it's not my favorite, I tend to hold on to it. But that one I actually returned to the store, I think. I remember playing the GameCube Mario Strikers. It was amazing. Yeah, I feel like the first two are good, but specifically I think the Wii one we really liked, my brother and I, when we were younger. I have some concerns. Then again, Etienne could go up here and get... You know what? Yeah, Etienne needs to come down. I wanted her to stay over there in case I wanted to Astro Storm again if I got an opportunity. But really, there is no opportunity right now, so it doesn't make any sense. What's up, David Nystrom? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for checking out the video today, by the way. I think you can go here. I think that's fine. Am I going for the heal on you? No. I don't think so. Mercenary BDU says, Nintendo should have put more thought into the 3DS controls before launch than push it off to the middle upgrade. I'm not sure what you mean. Like 3DS XL, are you talking about? Oh, he's moving now. Here he comes. Honestly, what I hated, I know it was kind of gimmicky, but I did hate the fact that they bothered to make it a 3DS, and then like halfway through the console's lifespan, everyone started ignoring the 3D component. And I'm not saying the players ignoring it. I'm saying even like first-party developers began ignoring the 3D functionality on the 3DS. I just thought that was like insane. Like the least you could do is like put like the basic 3D effect and call it a day, right? I thought that was crazy. I just couldn't believe they were doing that. Even Pokemon, those games were so poorly made and optimized. If you turn the 3D on, it turned into a lag and glitch fest. And then they actually shut it off and manually made it impossible to play with the 3D on for what, like Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire and that kind of stuff. Like that is just sad. Imagine having a 3D console and not being able to use it for its intended purpose at all. That's just wild to me. It's just so wild. All right, we probably want to engage here, I would think.
Emblem Engage.
What's up, Miss Modern Mayhem? Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? We have a good kill here. We don't. I guess Twin Strike it is. I hate wasting this, but we need to crowd control. Like yesterday. Welcome, Odang. Sounds like a common Game Freak L. Yeah, don't get me started on Pokemon. We could have infinite Pokemon story times where I just angry rant. Which is sad, because I love Pokemon. It's just... I just don't like what they've done with it. And I think that a more capable developer could do a lot of amazing things with Pokemon, and I don't think, unfortunately, that Game Freak are the team to be doing it. And that's easy for me to say as like an armchair gamer over here, just criticizing everything that they do. But I just think if you have the biggest IP in the world, you should make some pretty impressive video games that, at the bare minimum, launch and run perfectly on your first-party console with Nintendo. It can't be that hard. It can't. It just can't. There's got to be something that you're doing wrong. I think we're going to save Vale. Where's Seadoll? Did we dance Gold Mary? I guess it's an option. I think I want to save Vale, and we're going to flame the hallway so that we hold off the mages for one more turn. Otherwise, this is an absolute nightmare. And I don't like it. I feel like Yunaka's going to sit here, so she might as well go for a cheeky attack. Doesn't really matter which one, I guess. They know they can get away with it, which is why they do it, says Odang. Yeah, that's the sad thing about Pokemon is I kind of decided to start voting with my wallet and not buying them anymore. But it doesn't make a difference because everybody and their brother still buys it, and parents out there buying it for their kids, they don't really know. So it's honestly like too big to fail at this point in time, and they'll get away with whatever. I just think it's sad. I want to see Pokemon be the best that it could be. I think it could be way more amazing. So it's a bit heartbreaking to see it in its current state. In order to actually flame up properly, though, like, we gotta get rid of more of these. Like, these guys are not affected by laying down some thick fire, I should say. So, Zato, I wish you were a bit more useful. You have Canter. What is this? 23. Well, that ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna try it. It's bad if we miss, though.
Need help?
Still waiting for a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. EOS, I don't know what that is, but one of the games. Remake. Would they even do the remake properly, or would they hand that off to somebody else, too, at this point? That would be my concern, honestly. They seem a little nonplussed about not putting out the best stuff these days. Is it wiser to dance Etier? Goldberry. Goldberry can't exactly secure a kill on her own. They are fairly fast. You have some people that are in danger.
Emblem Engage.
Promise Wayne says, I'm on copium, but they will make Generation 10 sick AF. I really hope that's the case. I hope. There was a part of me that was getting a bit excited in regards to Gen 9, Scarlet and Violet. There were things that I liked going in to the release of the game that made me a bit excited again in a way that I hadn't been for a good handful of years. But I decided that if the game didn't get patched and it didn't run better, or like it be in a much more acceptable state, I was not going to give them my money. And still to this day, I don't think it is in that good state, so they ain't getting my money. Man. We do have Canter. Tristan with inverted controls. So Stevie, where's my resub? Hello. Not sure what you're talking about, Tristan. If you're saying that it didn't pop up, I am not sure why that would be the case. I don't know. I don't have it in my stuff, Tristan. Josh on Gosh says, I was really upset at Pokemon during the time when Sword and Shield was blowing up. Terrible, terrible game, but it seemed like no one cared. Scarlet and Violet were much improved IMO, performance aside. I still think they didn't give the developers enough time. And there's a lot of lazy cut corners, like the fact that there's like no... What is it? In the cities and towns, there's no like houses you can go into. Stores are all just a menu on a city street. I find that stuff to be pretty sad. All right, how best do I optimize this? Optimize would mean Panette is in line to help. I should have done that first. I should have done that first because that probably would have killed one of these then. Coming back to this is rough after you haven't done this in a while. Either this or somehow Vale has to end up there, and I don't think that happens. I don't think Vale can do much. Well, I guess you can. That still leaves an entire one in the back there that I don't like. David Nystrom says, I'm just happy we have Pokemon Stadium on the N64 online thing. That's fun. They did take something out of that, though, right? There's... Oh, you can't bring Pokemon in anymore, right? You have to use the pre-done ones. But yeah, at least that's fun. But again, that kind of makes me just would rather play the original, I suppose. But for people that don't have access to that, I guess it's good to have it on the modern console. People talking about Octopath 2. Gabe's asking, Lucky, you ever do a Fire Emblem randomizer or just not for you? I would love to. Specifically, like Three Houses or Engage, I would love to do a randomizer. Like, I want to get, like, Cornelia as a unit in my army. Like, use some of the models that you don't ever get to see in the base game. I think that'd be really sweet. I just never have managed to stream that, so that's definitely on my list for the future at some point. Elvia says, I'd love an Engage randomizer. I do think that'd be fun. Alright, let's be wise about this. I don't think... Actually, if she attacks... Oh yeah, I'm like getting nervous about this for no reason. If she attacks, one of them's not going to be able to move, which is beautiful. So I think you're going to attack that one and back up and get danced and flame. And we'll pick off the two that we can.
Right.
Sorry, my brain is foggy. We have another question. Another story time yet? Engage really makes me want to look into modding a Switch. I feel like there's... Okay, I'm not going to say that. Never mind. I feel like there's other ways.
You're so nice to me.
Y'all can't move if you hit the one in the middle. Yeah, that is very true. But I wanted to get Vale danced. So it was important that she was in the tile that she was on. But at this point, it doesn't matter. We're okay because we can do this and get rid of one of them. And Panette can do the other one. And we'll lay down some flames.
Need help?
Unknown Gaming redeemed Fog It Up. Did that happen? Did I miss that? Let me know if that worked. Otherwise, I'll refund you. Streambot says we're connected. Sorry, it might have just happened and I was completely oblivious to it. What do we got here? 58, I don't like. Like I have a... No. Then flame. I like the sound of that. Only a 68. Oh, you know what? He can't move. Let's go for the throw.
Right.
Shrewdly done.
Tempest, what's up? I've been running Sage Vale in my Maddening without Soren, really enjoying it. Sage Vale. Does she have a good magic growth? I guess she probably does. That's a little sus. The Sage outfit on Vale is a little sus. Is she canonically 1,000 years old too? I don't know how that works anymore at this point in time. I think you're
The fight is not yet done.
okay to wait another turn. I think you should be fine. Greg is doing a good job dodging over here in the meantime. I think we're okay. Oh my god. All right. Let's get a little spicy here and see if we can waste a turn. Who do you hate more? Choops, Speedy, or Goose? I feel like that's too easy of a question, though. Choops and Goose are the two closest people I have in the Fire Emblem community. So I could easily poop on them and not feel bad about it because they know. They're aware. But the answer is Choops. Choops, he's just so polarizing of a figure sometimes, you know? So it's like an extreme love-hate relationship. It's mostly love, but nobody else is ever vaguely as polarizing as him. So Speedy, I don't know how I could hate Speedy. Speedy never does anything to upset at least me. And Goose, no. The only choice there is Chaz. Lucky Brit Gaming, first time chat. I'm assuming it's one of you on an alt. Lucky Brit Gaming. Hello, governor. Account created 2 minutes ago. Yeah, it's one of you. Nice. Well, clever. Oh, I'm sorry. I timed you. I clicked the wrong thing. I timed you out for 10 minutes. Can I undo that? I'm so sorry. I clicked on the thing and I... Oh, yeah, I untimed you. I'm sorry. All right, you're fixed. You're fixed. I didn't mean to do that. All better now. All better now. Choops dislikes Lapis, so obviously him. Yeah, there you go. That's an easy one. You know what? Here, you want to see something? Here's a little story time for you. Let me grab this clip. I hope Choopy's okay that I'm showing this, but it's from one of his live streams, so I'm sure it's okay. I'm gonna use it when I eventually end up making that Lapis video. Let me find, where did that go? It's a moment that happened on his stream.
So I'm part of the
Okay, hold on. I gotta find the audio here and fix it. Output. Let me get this all in order. So this is a little moment from one of Choopy's streams, and I clipped it because I wanted it. And you could see my comment in his chat. Just wait till I spread the truth about Great Knight Lapis. And this is the genuine reaction. I think it's some of your genuine reactions too, if I'm being honest.
problem. I understand.
What? We're going to click something. What's happening?
Player 1 had a bad day.
Fucking Great Knight Lapis, get the fuck out of there, bitch.
Oh, Choops is here. Oh, interesting. And given a gift sub by Root. Thank you, Root, for that. Hello, Choops. What's going on? I just wanted to talk about this little moment that happened on your stream.
With great, if you ever say anything positive about Lapis, you're gonna die a sweet death.
By the way, this is a stream that Choops was like hiccuping for hours, and I told him to drink a lot of water, and it fixed it. So I helped you out, even though you hate Great Knight Lapis. But that's just a funny little moment there. I need a band animation on my stream. I still don't have one yet. But welcome, Choopy. How do I get rid of this thing? Every time you do Storytime, you should have a Let's Gather Around the Campfire and Sing a Campfire song, SpongeBob Redeem. Sounds a bit excessive, but I will write that down, I guess. I want an overlay to pop up on stream so it's clear that I'm entering story mode. SpongeBob Campfire. Choop says I stand by that. Lapis is awesome, okay? Lapis, it's not Lapis's fault that the game screwed her over as hard as it did, okay? Lapis was basically, in the same way that Cordelia is meant to be like, I don't even know how you describe it, but unrequited love. Chrom will never love her. Chrom will never notice her. In the same way that she was made like that, and Faye was made to have unrequited love with Alm, Lapis was made to be a second tier unit and not as good as everybody else. Built, straight up built into the character. The game was very mean to her. So yeah, there's that. Here's the thing. I feel like we could always flame up. Okay, or we can't. I forgot how many turns had passed. Oh, we have flame. Never mind. I did lose my opportunity to torrential, which would have been nice. We needed another turn, clearly. You see Triabolical's Lapis test videos? I did not, Troops. I did not. Should I? Do I want to? Am I gonna be sad? What's up, Michael? Something cozy akin to your stream startup? That's a good call. Cozy story time. That's true. I could use that. Something about that, couldn't I? Metacool says, just leave her and her potatoes alone. I just want to spread the good word. Listen. All I'm here to do is spread the good word about Great Knight Lapis. Just look at how sick that looks. Tell me that there's not okay. I was supposed to sit a long time ago, and Lorenzo is refreshing it. I'm just going to continue standing. I'm already standing, Lorenzo.
This is where the fun begins.
I'm standing already. The chair's behind me. Tell me there's a cooler character class combination visually. We don't have to go into how well she performs, but that I would talk about that as well. But visually, tell me there's a better character class combo in Fire Emblem Engage. Tell me there is and what it is. I want to hear it. Because you're wrong and you're lying. And you shouldn't lie. Lying is bad. You have Canter? She doesn't have Canter? You do. He just compares everyone's stats to Lapis's performance because he says that she's the most mid unit to ever mid. I mean, that's very fair. There was even a very well put together Reddit post a few weeks ago about how no matter what class option you pick for Lapis, they didn't include Great Knight. I made sure to add that in the comments, in the replies. But in just about every typical pick for Lapis, she's second fiddle, not as good as someone else could be in that role. She's just made to be that way, which is really unfortunate. Hence why I want to make her good and spread the good word and give her purpose in this harsh, cruel world. Looks sick, yeah, until you see the 25 speed cap, says Sir Koopa. Actually, Lapis as a Great Knight has a 28 speed cap. So, even better. How do we want to go about this? We have a dance ready with Seedall. I think Gold Mary does want to kill stuff. I think we should use this wisely and absolutely Shrek enemies here. So I'm going to start with this. We got to kill the Wyvern, though.
I still have a lot to learn.
That's sweet, says Juby. Say says, I personally like how she looks in Wyvern. She does make a good Wyvern, too. I'll give you that. Actually, at this point, if we flame up here... Oh, they don't have Thunder. We're okay. We've entered an era of people making fake Lucky Crit accounts. Interesting. Lucky Knit Gaming. I see we're going on the rhyming path here. Do you like to crochet? I do not. I do not, sorry. Triabolical, thank you for the sub. Welcome. Choop says you're... I don't know if Choop summoned you or not, but we're having a discussion about Lapis. And how Lapis was basically made to be a second fiddle unit in the game, and I dislike that thoroughly, so I will do whatever it takes to make her good. And quite frankly, I'm a proponent of Great Knight Lapis, and I will shield that till the day that I die. I guess that's a bit harsh. For a long time, I will shield Great Knight Lapis. I don't have a video yet about it, but just knitted a new hat. Knitting is grand, says Lucky Knit Gaming. I'm glad you're having a good time. There's not going to be a lot that Rosato can do. You do have Canter, though. Yeah, even this is not that worthwhile. I think I want the break. Do what we can here.
Need help?
What are you doing in my swamp? That's lucky. Planet Egg says, I reclassed her to Great Knight for the horse alone. Yeah, Great Knight. First off, Lapis has blood red armor as a Great Knight, which is just sick. And it's one of the few combinations in the game where you have like actually a largely pure color scheme. Most other characters have like gold or other accents to their armor. So the fact that it's like a pure color is really sick. That the fact that it's actually a color is really sick, because I think a lot of people get like pure silver, but I don't think that's as cool. And yeah, the horse looks awesome. Everything about her in that class is just awesome. Welcome to the Lucky Verse.
You are my child now.
No! For 5 minutes. All right. I'll play along. I can't talk about that anymore.
Right.
Fogado gets pure gold. Yeah, Fogado's is good too, and Fogado also gets the speed. I think he gets 28 speed as well.
Need help?
Thank you for the follow, Lucky Knit Gaming. Welcome to the Lucky family. Comet Crossing is asking, what emblems would you have as DLC if IS was to make another wave? I mean, the first one that comes to mind is Ellawood, because I'm just tired of him getting cucked. But there's not really a specific reason why it would have to be Ellawood. Let's see. How do we go about this smartly? We need to lay down the flame. I want Gold Mary in there for one more cheeky kill. I think she backs up twice here. I think Seedall goes down. Okay. Alm. Yeah, people saying Alm.
Refreshing.
Sure. I feel like they did hit a lot of the major characters throughout the series. Oh, I forgot we have a Canter Plus. Awesome. That's helpful. I think we're going with this guy. Goodbye. Delete. Ellawood to support the guy. Alm would be cool. What else is like a unique pick? That would be fun. Because they covered a lot of bases with the ones that we got. What's up, Roy the Boy? That's not going to stop them enough. For the flame here. That should be fairly effective. Although I don't like that. May have made an uh-oh. May have made an uh-oh. Oh, actually, her res is good. Inverted is gone. Trading Excalibur onto Veil. Yunaka does have repo. I could have fixed that a different way. Yunaka does have repo. I think we will repo Gold Mary. But I blocked my repo tiles there. Gotta heal Greg. Xander says Metacool. Oh yeah, that's a good pick. I like that one. And maybe if you had to, like a Xander Ryoma duo or like Azura. I feel like I know why they picked Camilla. I feel like we all know why they picked Camilla. I like Camilla, but I think Azura would have made a lot more sense as the emblem representative, if you ask me. But to be fair, she's a songstress or whatever, and we kind of already have a really good dancing emblem, so I don't know like what they would have realistically given her. So maybe Camilla was the more interesting pick, even though she's just a copy of Corrin in terms of the ring effects. I know she has different stuff, but you know, some of it's kind of copy pasted. I would like Sally to be an emblem. I don't even know who that is off the top of my head, Choops. It's probably somebody that does not make any sense to be an emblem. Probably a really obscure, maybe even one of the replacement children characters from Genealogy or Thracia. I'd say Seliph and oh, Seliph is a good pick too. I could see that. I would like Reese to be an emblem. Just picking the obscures. I want Riss to be an emblem. Does Nell need a heal? I don't think she does. She's waiting it out. Saphir's finally making it back up here. Looks worth it. You have any questions for story time? I want Stevie to be an emblem. It's flattering, but what would I do?
Were you at Lethos Castle? Sorry, there's so much to keep track of these days.
What a dick. Yeah. Oh, he went Silverbow. Yeah. R.I.P.
Sorry.
I'm making stupid mistakes today. It's okay. We could repo her out of here. I just took the tile up. We'll fix it. Stevie's fault for not using Echo. What would Echo have fixed in this situation?
Hit or miss. I guess they never miss, huh? You got a boyfriend, I bet he doesn't kiss ya.
So Stevie, how was your weekend? This weekend was pretty low-key. I got some work done, mostly on Saturday, and Sunday I hung out with a close friend of mine. We did some painting, which was nice. A little bit of Warhammer 40k painting, which is fun. Very relaxing. It was a good time. But yeah, this wasn't a going out, lots of plans kind of weekend for me. Did this. We're not going to trade items. We're going to repo her away. Luckier Twin 2, thank you for the sub. Appreciate you. I hope you're having a good time. Tempest says, apparently Echo solves everything. I know. Every time we have Ivy or somebody with Celica Ring, Roy the Boy wants me to Echo, and I always, to be fair, there's probably some opportunities where it could have been useful and helpful, but I just never see the use case for it. Maybe I'm just not used to using it the proper way or something. But it just never seems helpful for what situation I'm in.
Thank you.
I would like Metroid to be an emblem. Choopy, this is your opportunity. The rules of the stream are, you can ask me a question specifically that should, because it's story time, you can ask me a question specifically that should engage a story time. And if I don't want to answer it, you make me waste moves. So you can ask some spicy stuff. So if there's anything your burning heart out there ever wanted to know, now is the time. I think we're good. I think we're good now. You're fine. And in turn. Why is Dimitri in TOTK? Oh, Tears of the Kingdom? I don't know what you're referring to specifically. Would you like Zelda as an emblem? What story time am I supposed to get out of that? Talking about my history with the Legend of Zelda series? No, I would not like Zelda as an emblem, but the Legend of Zelda games are okay. I guess I wouldn't say I've ever been the biggest hugest fan of them, but I started with Oracle of Seasons on the Game Boy Color, and that was a really cool game. There's still like sound effects and music in that game that like have really mystifying abilities, I feel. Just really interesting. I was quite enamored as a kid with that game. I never beat it though.
Hiya, papaya.
Your first Fire Emblem waifu, Asteroid the Boy. I think I'm gonna give you two answers. I think the realistic one is Lynn, because I started with
Attention,
7.
all Fire Emblem, epic, sexy gamers. I bring you an urgent announcement.
Ivy has a full engage meter and Stevie isn't using Echo despite the fact that it only has upsides. That's Roy the Boy. Yes, she has a full engage meter, but we're fighting mages. I don't know. We're gonna get around to her, but she's not my first pick here. My first pick is to... Oh, we don't even have Hex. That's right. Okay. My first pick would have been to do something fun with that, but I can't. I think my first pick is going to be to completely surround Fogato here. He does have 1 to 2 range, and he's pretty fast. Which is a bit concerning, considering I wasted a lot of the emblems. I do have this, though. That's probably what we're going to end up doing. What's up, Kai? Yeah, so I think the answer to the waifu one was Lynn, simply because there's something very intimate about the way Fire Emblem 7 starts with Lynn finding you, and like you're in her little hut and she's like taking care of you, and I feel like every young boy that plays Fire Emblem 7 is gonna yeah, let's end the conversation there. But like a first actual one, like within the game itself, to give you a more interesting answer, be somebody from 7 probably. I mean, I did like Louise, but I don't think she was like number 1. I liked Fiora a lot. I felt like she wasn't really around enough to like really be a waifu, but she kind of is now in retrospect. Lynn Imprinting, says Lucky Your Twin. Yeah. Wind Waker is the only Zelda game I've beaten. I've played like 7 of the main games, says Kyle. I have not even beaten Wind Waker because I played the original, and I was enjoying collecting the Triforce pieces at first, but eventually I think it was a bit too aimless for me, and I needed more direction, and I stopped playing. I realized they fixed that in the remake. But yeah, that was the case. Yeah, so let's try to get... Oh, this is pretty good. Let's eliminate you from this world. Open up to a potential path of holding Fogato in place.
That is that.
Kyle's asking, do you think... This doesn't really incur a story time, but I'm going to answer it. Do you think if Clan and Fram were to shower together, would it be weird? Yes. Yes, I do. I do think it'd be weird. I think it's always weird, okay? It's always weird when it's siblings, Jesus. Clan and Fram. What's her avoid like here? Pretty good, actually. She could get that kill. If somebody else could start it. You have Canter. That's pretty nice. Can guarantee it. Most embarrassing wedding story, in person only, says Tempest. I think that's meant for me. Embarrassing wedding story. I don't really know that I have embarrassing wedding stories. I think the only thing I could say to that was, or would be, hold on, oh man, that's not good. The placement here was going to be a bit better. It's a bit concerning. Actually, his Rosano's speed's not that bad. Yeah, that's okay. Gonna need a heal though. I'll have to figure this out. Embarrassing wedding story. I would say the only thing I could say, and I don't want to like disparage anybody, it wasn't like my scenario, but in one of the weddings I've been to in my life, I was with a long-term partner at the time, and she just wasn't really like all that invested and into it. And so I wanted to do the like classic wedding stuff and be around my family and everything, and she kind of just wanted to go back to the room, and that was kind of upsetting, and obviously did not lead to some very good conversations. So that's what I got. I don't have anything like worse than that. Love the name video, says G. Welcome, G. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Lan and Fram are just cousins, probably. It's fine. I don't think that they're cousins.
Attention,
oh, did I just kill you,
all
Naka?
Fire Emblem, epic, sexy gamers. I bring you an urgent announcement.
That's not even a story. That's not even a story question. Wow, Bachnath. I guess I've said I would be honest. I could give you a fake one, but I said I would be honest. All right. Ugh. You wasted Ivy's turn for that. You wasted Ivy's turn for that.
Sit upon the throne. I have no doubt you will be gifted a revelation from the goddess.
Wow, that's embarrassing. Doesn't qualify as a story. I know, yeah. To be fair, I didn't inflict like harsh rules, so we did it anyway. But the hope with tonight, since it's story time, is questions that incur some kind of story.
I'm sweating.
Unfortunately, this is not all that good against him. His hit rate is quite bad.
Hold up. Let him.
We do... Can't really attack him without incurring his wrath. Maybe we engage here.
Emblem Engage!
I see Choops is having fun. Would you like Elephant the Elephant to be in it? I actually remember what that is, Choopy. That was from a commercial. That was that little kids game. It was like Hungry Hungry Hippo, but all the balls would fall out of it and you had to scoop them up and pour them back into the elephant's back, right? I remember that. That is some classic stuff. Is it worth any of these? Not really. I don't like his damage. I don't like anything that's going on here right now. Did he double with the Amir? I think we're going for this.
Were you at Lethos Castle? Sorry, there's so much to keep track of these days.
Just Fogato, kill him. What are your thoughts on the Nintendo Life Engage popularity poll? Asked Bachnath. I think it's all wrong because it doesn't even vaguely reflect my opinions. So I hate it. I actually feel so. I don't know when people got polled. I think some of the speculation was that poll probably happened pretty early on because it seemed like a lot of the early game units got some like unfair attention and advantage in that poll, which I think would make sense. But I hate that poll. I don't think it's a very good poll. It's The picks that people chose are just bad. Lapis is way too far down in that list. Even Chloe is was really far down in the list. Who else is I upset about? Gold Mary? Gold Mary, like, not top 10? Like, what are you smoking? I don't know. I didn't like anything about that list at all. Not a single thing. Have you ever had to wash someone's back in a bath or shower? Asked Kyle. That's a kind of a spicy one, I guess. Yes, but not in a bad way, if that makes sense. Are you trying to incur a story time off of that? That's horrible. I can't. Sometimes when you're in long-term relationship, sometimes when how do I phrase this? When a mother bear loves a father bear a lot, like super big much, sometimes it's fun to have a shower together. There, end of story. Go to bed now. That was your bedtime story.
I still have a lot to learn.
Roy the Boy says, I liked the list. It made sense to me. I would love for you to elaborate, Roy the Boy. Because I hated it. No, Stevie, keep going, you were saying. And now he's not getting the kill there. Who wants to get a second attack here with off of Seedall? We do need to heal. I think Seedall has to dance. We wasted Ivy's turn, but I think we need... Oh no, he has one. Oh, but what's his face has bows. Oh my god, I wasn't even thinking about that. That is so bad. That's really bad. We might just let Rosado die, if I'm being honest. I don't think it's worth the pulse anymore. In which case, I feel like we should all out assault instead. That's actually not too bad. I was hoping you had to wash some old man Jenkins's back or something, but alright. Yeah, I don't think the story was what you intended for it to be. No. Thankfully, that was not the case. What happened? I think it's gotten better, though. I don't know what you guys are saying. Well, I just did something stupid by placing her back there, so she's getting danced. But I was going to do that anyway. I was going to have her attack again. Your placement is okay.
Tell me what to do.
I should have had him heal her. That would have been smart. I think we're going for this.
I'll help. Annoying.
Attempt 4 of having Stevie answer this question to make a story time. First experience in the less savory part... Oh, God. First experience in the less savory part of the internet. You know exactly what parts I'm referencing. Do I want to answer this question and have this information be out there forever? Yeah. Well, it's kind of funny, actually. So maybe. It's, like, funnier than what you'd expect. I'm not making it a long story, though. Because I think that's weird. Alright, when I was a wee lad of double digits, I'll say, I don't even know what website it was, but I must have been like looking up something Mega Man related. I did like Mega Man. I never had like PlayStations or any of the consoles that would be needed to like play the main Mega Man series. I kind of more grew up with Mega Man Battle Network for Game Boy and Mega Man Zero for Game Boy Advance specifically. And I knew of Mega Man. I think I liked Mega Man because it was so interesting because of the characters and the robots and stuff. The robots. And so I was on some like Mega Man fan site or something, like looking up information. And I found out that they had this like questionable part of their website, like a not safe for work section is what you'd call it today. I don't remember what the tab was called, but It has something to do with art. And I forget which. One of you guys will correct me. I forget which Mega Man game it was. It was the Mega Man game where Mega Man's a human or something, I think. And I don't know if it's Roll says, yeah, Choops, or if it's somebody else, but she's like a girl. And Dr. Light... It's one of the games. I forget, there's something weird about that game specifically. I don't know if it's because Mega Man is a human or something else. They like did something different with that one. I just know that it's that one. And I stumbled across an interesting part of that website. Let me see if I could find like... I obviously can't show you like what I'm talking about specifically, but I want to find the character design that I'm going to be talking about. Give me one sec. We're not talking about like the Mega Man Battle Network role. We're talking about like the original. Maybe not even the original, quite frankly. I think it was this one. Yeah, it was this one. Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to show you this. Bring up the Brave browser. So, I got to fix this. Hold on a sec, it's being a jerk. Ignore my millions of tabs. That's my research browser, okay? For videos. Where was it? This one. Can you see that? Whatever game, Mega Man Legends. See, it's like a weirder one. It's not like a main series. Did you guys know that one automatically? You did, didn't you? That's a child, says Roy the Boy. Well, I was probably 11 at the time, but it was this character specifically. I don't know if this is like a teenage version. I don't know anything about this at this point in time, but they were made to be older. It was that character specifically because of that top. And there was fan art. It wasn't like X-rated fan art, but it was suggestive, very suggestive. There was no undershirt, and there was some underboob seen from that fan art. And that was the first time I'd ever seen something quite like that in my Wii existence. And I found it very interesting. There you go. There's your story time. Mega Man. Mega Man of all things. Mega Man. Mega Man Legends was a game, says Triabolical. Never played it, wouldn't know anything about it. I just knew what little I pieced together from that fan website, whatever it was. Bachnaut says, I honestly kind of had a similar experience with Pokemon when I was a kid. I was trying to look up guides and I stumbled across some in unsavory parts of the internet. Oh, Veronica was here for that part. Uh-oh. What's up, Veronica? Every now and again, they're getting me with tough questions today. That's something I never thought I would say on the internet. Why are you answering this, says Couch Potatoes? Because I thought it'd be interesting. Choops is asking, did you ever watch The Poop Lady from Hoarders? Oh. He did Panette, and Panette lives. Oh. Why would you do that over...
I can't believe I lost.
Oh.
I'll back off for now, but I won't forget this.
Oh. Well, that's interesting. I didn't see that coming. That's a... Well, she's not that good in this mode. It's okay. It's fine. We're good. We're all right. We'll keep going.
This is really terrible.
Yeah, what was... I don't even know what that actually does, specifically. But, well, we found out an interesting way that mechanics work there. But now he dies, so it's okay. You have a mirror. You have Siegland. No other backups. Guess we can get a cheeky little longbow hit in. It's fine, we'll do without Panette. I feel bad, but she's not that good in this mode, to be honest. The Roy ring was honestly the best part about her today. And holdout. Holdout is actually super useful, but we are reaching the end. I don't think it's worth the pulse to go back. Is it worth risking getting hurt, though? No, I don't want to.
Attention, all Fire Emblem
I can't believe he's...
epic, sexy gamers. I bring you an urgent announcement.
The FBI is at your door. Why, Kevin? Because I told a story from when I was a kid about Roll from Mega Man. I don't know what age the character was, okay? She was appropriately up-aged. She was not a child. Besides, I was a child anyway, so... I don't think that matters. That's pretty good, I would say. I think I'm going for it.
This is it.
Just give up.
Veronica threw 3 books at you.
I'm impressed.
You got hit by book 3, which is 10 damage after combat. Interesting. She's a robot? Oh yeah, so I didn't know she was a robot. Okay, we got Torrential back. That's good. Definitely don't want to do that. I could
Grant me strength.
waste Warp Ragnarok, though, if I wanted. Actually, what does this do? Not too shabby. All right, we're going to finish off him for sure. Doing pretty good. What does he have on? He has the bow on. Oh, boy, you are... I should have done this first for the extra poison, but that's okay. We're fine. Just take what I could get out of it. Chad is really on one tonight. That's what happens when they figure out they can ask really tough questions. And when I actually play along. Echo attack now. Don't echo. It'd be funny. Why would I echo? Why would I echo? Why would I do that? In what universe would I do that? I don't know what you're smoking, Roy. I think you just like Echo, Roy the Boy. I think you're just trying to justify and say that Echo is better than it is. And I don't agree. I probably should have done something else with her, but whatever. I don't think she'll have the ring by the time we reach Hortensia, so it doesn't really matter. Have you ever had a near-death experience?
No, that was fun. Whoops. Guess I lost. How many times is that now?
I don't know. I mean, the answer is probably yes, but is there like one that's an actual story? I don't really think so. Nothing that I could like weave a story off of. Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess it wasn't memorable enough. If I did.
Get back in action.
Near-death experience. Yeah, I wish I had a better answer for that one. I don't think that I do. What's up, Elvia? I'm glad you missed the part before. Oh, this is not good, actually. Oh, I forgot about this. You can't warp Ragnarok in there, can you? I guess I can't really find out right now. It's kind of bad if this dragon hits Greg this turn. I don't have anything else to do over here to heal him twice. It's kind of not good. Nell is surviving. Surviving being the operative term. Okay, the rest of you don't matter. You guys have spears and 12 speed. .44 attack. Oh, let's put Yunaka in there.
Big help.
Comet Crossing is asking, do you have any experience with the various Fire Emblem manga? I do not, actually. That's something that I've always meant to like look into and read. I think Choopy likes that. Choopy's definitely read it. Choopy did a whole little chunk of his video where he was crying over Sigurd and Deirdre in the manga.
You have my attention.
But no, I've not. I've always meant to. I don't even know if I could say that. I don't even know if that's against terms of service to read what you wrote, Troopy. Have I ever? No. I have not. Ooh, good dodge. We got it. That would have been bad if that missed. And now we get to fully heal, which is great. Kyle, definitely an undercover cop. Says Couch Potatoes. What's the baddest thing you've done that could have made you a felon? Baddest. Is the baddest thing I've ever done? It's pretty bad, actually. Okay. All right, here's a good story time. That was a good one. As a kid, in elementary school, I had a friend. What should his name be for the sake of this story? I'm going to say his name was Lucas. Lucas was... This is different from the story I told earlier. It was another single mom scenario where the dad wasn't in the picture. Lucas had an older sister who was kind of mean and harsh to him, if I'm being honest. I think she was kind of pushing him to be a little bit more grown beyond his years, if that makes sense. And so that influence on him, and not having a father and situation, led him to be a little bit more questionable as a kid. He was definitely one of those influences that I don't think your parents would want you to be hanging out with. Some of the activities that he and I got up to, and we got up to them because of him largely, but we were friends, and I liked hanging out with him, and he was kind of fun and a little edgy and interesting. One of the activities that we engaged in was, there was a high school close to my childhood home within a bike ride distance, and they were doing a lot of construction around the high school, and they had a lot of caution tape, and we thought it was hilarious to go around ripping off the caution tape from those sites. We would wrap it around our bike helmets like absolute idiots and ride around on our bikes. That's not the point of the story. I'm just giving you an example of like some of the kinds of behavior that occurred with Lucas. One of the ideas that Lucas had one day was, we had this bush not too far from the house, and it made like millions of berries, and they would just scatter everywhere, and it was enough that you could collect them, and who knows what you could do with them. I don't know if they were poisonous or not. I have no idea. We weren't eating them, but we collected them in a big bucket. And where this was situated was, the bush was on a little bit of a hill, and the hill was above a road. And cars would drive by very often on this road. And we had this nice little vantage point of being able to hide in the bushes up there and look down at the cars coming by. And conveniently, the bush filled with berries and stuff was right there. So we collected a lot of the berries. And Lucas had the bright idea, and I think we did this also with like a bouncy ball, like a big rubber ball too. The same day at a different time when we ran out of berries or something. But first we started with the berries. So cars would go by, and they would immediately get assailed by a ginormous, crashing down flood of berries from the bushes. And they would slam on the brakes and be freaking out, and we would hide. And again, I was like probably like 11 or 12 or something. I was a stupid kid. I don't condone any of this behavior. I'm just telling you the true story. My God, Stevie killed him, man. Stevie killed him with poison berries. No, nobody died, thank God. No, but we may have caused actual damage to people's cars. We definitely freaked them out by doing that. So we kept doing that. At one point, we added a rubber ball, like one of those big dodgeball bouncy balls to the scenario, and that absolutely caused damage to people's cars. I remember specifically one of the instances of somebody driving by who got a bouncy ball smashed into the front of their car as they drove by. The guy was so angry, and to his credit, I mean, he deserved to be. He came out of the car and started chasing us. And that was not a scenario I think either of us were ready to, or had planned, like considered ever happening. He starts chasing us, and I don't think he was very fast at running, so we kind of avoided him. I think he eventually just kind of gave up. But it could have gotten very bad, that scenario. And we were like running through bushes and stuff, and he was chasing after us, and yeah, not a good time. That was a not good moment. I think that might be one of my worst ones. That caused me to wreck once. I don't think you live in my state, Tempest. Maybe you do. I don't know. I don't think you're like 40 or 50 years old. I don't think you were 40 or 50 years old in
Attention, all
2002 or 2000 or whenever it would have been.
I bring you an urgent announcement.
Lucky property damage gaming. Chips was saying, this sounds fun. I'm going to try it tomorrow. Thanks for the idea, Stevie. Wow. Okay. Don't do this. Don't do it. Be smarter and better. Make better decisions than I made. Don't do it. Whose range is... Oh, that's Hortensia's range. Do I do that? Is that stupid? I don't know why I just flamed it. I just thought it might be fun to like bring more people up here. I really want to get a move on. Do I bait Hortensia though? It's kind of interesting. res, 28 speed. I think I'm gonna try baiting her. This might be stupid, but I want to try it. And we don't get Mart's avoid bonuses on enemy phase, right? Yeah, no. Do that. She's a free kill anyways.
You're so nice to me.
Can she be baited off the tile? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh god. All right. Choopy's bringing the fire now. That's not a question. That's not one that I can make a story off of. Here, just for you, Choopy. Here, there. I'm not answering that question. Actually, you know what? That's not fair because I'm making most people wait anyway. I'm gonna make her wait. I'm gonna waste the turn I just danced for her. There you go. That's what you get. Even the field there. Is Nell okay? Nell is okay. Hortensia awful, but she took one of my units down to 1 HP.
You're an enemy, aren't you? In that case...
So no Ivy dialogue with Hortensia, I take it. We should try for that, actually. Would have been fun to do Pandreo against Fogato, but he is too needed over here. And it's really bad because we're...
Do you insects ever die? Enough of this.
Uh-oh. What's this? Oh. Oh, I seem to have waited too long. Ooh. I don't like the look of that. Let's deal with this first, though. We gotta chew through these guys. David Nystrom asked, what was the first video game you ever remember playing? It probably would have been... Oh, and you're inverting my controls. Okay. I didn't have a Game Boy until... I don't even know if it was like 4th grade? Something like that. So before that, back in the day, I don't know if they still do this today. It probably makes way less sense for them to do it today. But back in my day, classrooms used to have computers, and teachers would sometimes arrange things in a way where instead of recess, someone in class would get to use the computer and play some of the games on the computer that day. And they were kind of fun. I mean, they were learning games, but they were like point and click type games that were kind of really interesting. And back in the day when video games were less prevalent, they were even more interesting, I felt. And I really wanted to explore and discover all I could about them. But because you only got to play like once every now and again when it was your turn, you know, like think about it, like 20 kids in the class, that's a different person's turn every day. Like I did not play on that computer often, but I think one of those games is probably one of the first that I ever played. To answer your question, I don't know, is it even worth torrentialing her? I'm not sure that it is. What's the smartest way to go about this? We want Goldmary in there for the backup attacks. I don't like the double, though. I really don't like that double.
Give me an order.
Torrential the group of 4. I could always flame them, though. That's the thing. I can even just engage and just hold them and lock them in place for the most part. It's not really the biggest concern. What is the biggest concern? I think we want some backups in position. Oh, that's not good. Alright, well, she's a little fast. We may have to do that after all. What's her res? Probably huge. We definitely want to at least... Oh, we don't have Hex at all. Never mind. I was going to say, we want to at least Hex her. I guess we'll do it.
Help me be a righteous dragon.
Thinking things? I had all of those. I don't know if they were thinking... I don't know what the name of it was. The first video game I ever owned was Pokemon Silver. And I love that game. I think this is good.
My path is certain.
Kind of nice to see her without that hat. That weird Fae Fire Emblem 6 chicken dragon hat thingy. The 2 wings on her head. What's her personal again? So close. How about Saphir? Stevie hates Heart Gold Soul Silver. I don't hate them. They are good remakes. It's just when you play that, you don't feel like you're playing the original because it's not as nostalgic when you play it, and that's what I love so much about those games. They did add the classic music in there, but it's just not the same. And I know everybody loves... I talked about this in another stream, but I know everybody loves the following mechanic of Pokemon following behind you. And I do think it's cool, but I hated how it was implemented in that game, where it meant that whenever you entered a battle, instead of tossing the Pokeball and sending out your first Pokemon, your character was just like, and pointed, and then your Pokemon just like ran onto screen. And the only time you ever got to actually see the like tossing the Pokeball was if you switched them out. I hated that. It's such a weird nitpick, but I hated that so badly. I thought it was so lame to just be like pointing and then your Pokemon appears, and I hated it. I don't know why. That was actually a big downside to me about having your Pokemon follow you. Stevie, when are we getting a Pokemon Conquest playthrough? That game always did look interesting to me. I wouldn't be opposed, but it's definitely not at the top of my list.
Sick joke.
I don't really want to get hurt. You know what? What else are you doing? Let's at least get this off. Downside to the remakes is the loss of the slots minigames. Yeah, I hate when stuff gets taken out too. Especially, you want to talk about a downside. Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, was that not a complete slap to the face?
Gold Mary.
That, oop,
I hardly recognized you.
I didn't even do that one on purpose, and we're getting a conversation. Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, there's no battle frontier like there was in Emerald, and I'm pretty sure that's like, there's the resub from Tristan. Thank you, Tristan. 6 months. Thank you so much, my friend, for all your support on the streams. Thank you. Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire did not have the battle frontier. I think the battle frontier from Emerald was like basically people's favorite of the battle facility parts of Pokemon ever, if I'm not mistaken. It's a really popular one. Instead of putting that there, instead of getting the battle frontier, instead you get a little plaque that says the battle frontier will be coming soon or being built or whatever. And guess what? There's no update that adds that to the game. That's just straight up, hey, you're on a timeline where it's not built yet or whatever. Like, what a slap in the face. That was so stupid. I can't believe they did that. Oraz was amazing. Stop being a hater. You know what? Oh, there's something really stupid that also triggered me about Oraz too. I forget the name of the town. The town where Flannery is the gym leader. Flannery, the fire type gym leader. It's the city that has the hot springs. This is just a tiny little detail that showcases like what sucks about remakes when they take things out and make it not like the original. In the original Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, in that town with the hot springs, you used to be able to see people laying in sand, and you also were able to walk over to them and lay in sand yourself. And it was like this fun little, I wouldn't say Easter egg or anything, but like it was this cool little thing you could do, and you could lay there next to them in the sand. Guess what? In the remakes, you can't do that anymore. You can't lay in it. You don't go in there anymore. They just took it out. That's the mentality that I hate about remakes. Just make it the same. Just put all the stuff that was there, just put it back. Don't take stuff out. Don't do that.
Understandable.
Lava Rage. Thank you, Elvia.
Scintillating to be captured
From Planet
fully
Eggs.
in memory. No,
It's a stupid little thing, but it just
elegance at all.
is
Always so withdrawn. You had no confidence, no charisma.
oh my god, we're learning about Bizarro Goldberry with no confidence. That's so interesting. I'm sorry to be ruining it by talking over it. That's just what I want. The last thing I'm going to say about that is it's just indicative of like how the rest of the game is, where it doesn't have that attention to detail, where it's one-to-one in the right ways, where even the fun little weird Easter eggs and stuff, like things get changed and it just sucks worse to me. And I hate that. Like, it was such an easy little stupid detail for them to add, but things snowball because they changed that one little thing there, they changed something somewhere else, and that affects this, and then all of a sudden it's just not, doesn't do what you remember it doing, and it's kind of sad. But imagining a no charisma, no confidence Goldberry is really interesting.
There must be some mistake. That's impossible. Surely you're thinking of someone else. Our whole group was like that. We never wanted to draw attention to ourselves.
Oh my god.
It was easier to survive that way.
She was not obsessed with being cute.
If only you'd been as poised and graceful then
Attention,
as you are now.
all Fire Emblem, epic, sexy gamers. I bring you an urgent announcement.
Couch Potatoes says, quoting me, I hate the Advance Wars remake because it's the same as the originals and can't compare to Engage. Also, Stevie, Pokemon remakes suck because they change things like sand. I see where you're coming from. That's a fair point. No, if anything, I was saying, like, my biggest downside for Advance Wars, it's twofold. It's twofold. First off, the graphics will never be as good as the beautiful, timeless pixel art that the originals had. And I do think that there's a bit something lacking about the 3D toy box aesthetic they've gone for. I think the toy box idea is interesting and fun, but I just think it's not done in the most visually appealing way. A lot of you guys agreed, and I got comments even from friends that saw me playing it that basically it looked like I was playing one of those cheap garbage fake steal your credit card information mobile games or something. And I can't deny that. I think it does look a little bit like that, and I do think it's very sad that it does. I liked that aesthetic when it came to Link's Awakening. I feel like that was done well there. I don't own that game, but it looked good. I thought it looked good. It was a little divisive in that game too. Some people did not like it, but I kind of liked it there. I think it just needed to be taken an extra step further and made more beautiful.
I've looked up to you.
I think there's some awkward stuff about it. Before I finish this conversation, though, the other part of your comment was the thing about Advance Wars. I just don't think it's the most entertaining game to watch, like from a streaming perspective, because Engage has so many more surprising and exciting moments that can happen along the way. And like, yeah, I could come up with stream rewards and stuff where people screw over my Advance Wars turns, but I just have to be honest, and I'm not saying I'm never going to stream it again, because I probably will, but my first experience with the Advance Wars remake was not as exciting as I was hoping, and it just wasn't as much fun to jump back into that world as I kind of thought it was going to be. And I don't think it made for the most interesting stream last week. Yeah. But you're pointing out the hypocrisy of saying that I wished Advance Wars could be different and more like Engage, but also want Pokemon to be the same with its remakes. I just think if you're going to remake something, at least have all of the basic original features of the first game. Like, don't take stuff out. I hate that. On top of that, though, if there's a bad coat of paint on it or a coat of paint you don't like, it's just not going to be the same. It's just not. I think there's some wiggle room for improvement and alterations and changes in remakes. I think in a lot of cases they could actually be really good, but I think there's core fundamental things that should not be altered. I think stuff should be additive, not like subtractive from the original. I don't know. I guess that's what I feel about that one.
Sorry if that was too much.
Kevin says, only redeem I came up with for Advanced Wars would be wasting funds. That's it though, lol. I could waste a unit's turn, I guess, yeah. Also, having no Divine Pulse in Advanced Wars does feel bad. That's another change that would be different and maybe not good. But I could see that one being really useful. I don't really know what it like. It definitely deserves another chance. I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but I just felt like the stream wasn't as exciting and fun as usual. And when stuff like crits can't happen, I mean, there's just not as much you can do. Okay, what's the smart thing here? Smart thing would be to position Saphir. That's not smart though. That's kind of also not smart. I don't really want to waste Seedall's turn. Oh, Yunaka, because she's getting hit with magic. I wasn't even thinking about that. She needs to be healed. Something fierce. Hortensia can't move, so I think the best bet is probably... And these guys can't move either. I think the best bet is to heal. You. What's up, Dota? You're still on this chapter, bruh. Play the final map already. It's one of the best final maps ever. Yeah, this has taken me 3 streams in this chapter because of all the padding that they have in it, like the wolf reinforcements, multiple waves from Fogado here, and I've also done some like different streams recently where we've done Q&As and we're doing a story time today, so I keep getting caught up doing that stuff, which I think is fun, but it means that I'm playing a lot more slowly. So yeah, sorry about that. We can have Gold Mary attack. The problem is that, and she could get out with Cantor, which is nice. The problem is she can't really do a lot. Maybe we attack with Veil. Why not make the Divine Choke in Advance Wars where you can't do anything for one turn, no movement or CO powers or buying anything? That's a pretty painful. We'd have to find a way to balance it. But yeah, that's about the extent of what you could do. Why did I think you could do anything? I regret that. I regret that so hard. I got tricked by Torrential, I forgot. Okay, who's doing something this turn then? Never answered my question. I answered plenty of your questions, dudes. What is your question? Do you... You're such a troll. Do you think heaven exists? I don't want to be alone when I die, but I've already had premarital sex a few times. Sorry, Choops. There's nothing I could do for you. Reality is actually like Death Note. When you die, there's just nothingness. That's where you go. Although Death Knight kind of messed that up, or Death Knight. Death Note kind of messed that up if you watch the rewrite things, where Light may or may not have. Never. I'm not going to spoil Death Note for you. Nothingness may not have been nothingness as they tried to make it seem. That's all I'll say. We have Cantor, but this is a dangerous move. I don't think we should do it. You're going to hell and you better like it. You think Lysithea could one-shot Light Yagami? I mean, yeah, but the question is how fast can she cast the spell? Is it within 40 seconds? What is the play here? Sucker? Oh, this is a wasted turn. This has to happen. He's not within death range yet, but if he keeps getting hit, it's going to be bad soon. Idea for Divine Choke in Advance Wars? Why not have to buy a $19 Fortnite? Like, physically buy a... Oh, she has no more... Oh, God. Oh, this is getting a lot more dire than I thought it was. We really needed to move a lot more swiftly through this. I feel like we Ike Ring, right? Yeah, I think we Ike Ring. If Greg does not get hit next turn, we can use Physic to heal Nell. I don't think it's worth Great Ethering.
We've got trouble.
We might have trouble. I think that's it, right? Yeah. Actually, Saphir. Nope. That ain't happening. Yeah, you wasted a bunch of elixirs. You only have yourself to blame. Well, they don't heal as much as they used to. That's why I give Nell Corrin. I'm not disappointed with my choice of Nell. The real problem here is that I've just spent too much time. We should be in that room at this point. That's not good. You won't hit an 18. You won't do it. GG, see you next stream? No. These guys are moving now? Oh. Now they're getting serious. Okay, Hortensia has to die. Hortensia has to die, so... Is it worth
Engage.
all for wanting? You're kind of useless otherwise. Yeah, I think it is. Inverted is gone. He didn't great either for the heal, bruh. I mean, we could again.
Hello, Hortensia. I see you're just as adorable in this world, if a bit less confident.
Rosado, back from the dead? I can hardly believe my eyes. I missed you so much. There's been nothing but despair in my heart since I lost my retainers. You stayed behind so I could escape the corrupted. I never got the chance to thank you. But the truth is, I think I'd have been happier dying alongside you then.
Well, we could change that for you now.
I'm glad your Rosado was able to protect you. I'm sorry he can't be with you now. The best I can do is send you to him. I will never give up.
Need help? Me too. One more.
Look at that. Just enough, kind of.
We can't lose.
Alright, now we need to do one more bar. I think this is okay to block. I saw a comment from... Do you think corrupted Hortensia is going to heaven? No, I think heaven is dead in this world. So no. I think she turns into dust. And then small insects eat that dust. That's what is in store for her. Gemstaro said, you can heal Nell with the physic by moving right of the barrier. Cough, cough. I mean, yeah. Well, I kind of need Andreo here to be focusing on Greg. I just don't know how far we can reach with anybody else. I suppose I could, like, warp Ragnarok to a weird spot and physic her. There's definitely possibilities. I'm not saying I was giving up hope or anything yet, so. It's the circle of life. I saw a comment from Dota, though, I wanted to talk about. Where was it?
Hiya, papaya.
Where was it? Absolute Critical, what's up? Said, start running Nell right and lead him in. Yeah, we could do that. That's not a bad idea. Where was that Dota comment? Is it further up? No. Rutro Raggy. Ah, there it is. Dota said, all the DLC rewards suck in the main campaign. All the new units are bad. The new classes aren't good. The Dragonstones are bad. I haven't experienced that yet myself, but I could understand why that might be the case. I don't know the growths of like Nil and Nell. Personally, I'm just excited to use them and do stuff with them. I think that's kind of fun. I like Nell a lot in particular. But I could see that. Like, there's not... The new classes seem a little strange in terms of like where they line up and like who they could actually help. I think I'd have to think about and consider a bit more. Hold on, I'm going to shut the door in here. It's getting kind of cold. I could see that though, because there's not really like any kind of objective, amazing thing that they give you or something from this. So I think that take probably makes sense. And it's a hassle to do, although you could do it on the easy difficulties. But yeah, I think that's understandable. I think a lot of this was unfortunately not planned out as much as it should have been. Which is really weird because I do think this game benefited in like other ways to the delay. But they could have done more. I think there was specifically an interview where they said there were aspects that got much more polished because of the delay. And I feel like you could see that. Like, this game is really well put together. But I think the DLC needed a little bit more love and attention. Alright, can anybody finish this without me needing to hold their hand the whole time? Not quite.
Whatever you need.
You knockers. How about you? What can you do? Hold on, what is this effect they got? It's always the worst possible, most annoying thing. 30% chance to ignore damage for one turn. I don't know how this game does it. I really don't know how it does it, but every time they get one of those stupid, what is it, Enchanter? When they get the Enchanter effect, whatever it is always exactly what they need to be annoying to me on that turn. Whether it's reflecting damage or doing something else, it's always like exactly what I don't want them to be able to do. Like, this is a turn where I'm hoping to begin steamrolling through this and clearing out of the way, and now they have a thing that has a 30% chance to ignore damage. Nice. Thank you for that one. Thank you. Big shield hype.
Quick change.
Oh, that's so close. Kind of doubt she'll be able to do anything else. You're not a backup. We already have that in there. Nobody else is really in position unless I put you up here. Not really the best. Kind of thinking we do it. And I think we should have Ivy. Wait, what can Ivy do? Hold on. I was trying to save Ivy for Nell. But I feel like what might have to happen is we'll have Ivy attack, and then we're going to have to dance Ivy for any potential heals after the fact. What's your movement? Not the greatest. I guess you could go here. I don't love that. That's not too bad. But I think we are going for this.
I must end him.
Mage Cannoneer costing 90,000 gold when it should be free. It's an awful class. Is it actually bad? Like, is it straight up objectively bad? It looked interesting, which I liked. But I can't speak to the veracity of how good it actually is. Can she be physicked from here? Nope. Let's take a look at what Warp Ragnarok can do. There's a chance I could move somebody up past the Armor Knights if we can get to that point. Oh, she can... I mean, that's not good for her to be attacked by Nil. But regardless, we can't... I forgot you can't tell you and just heal or anything, so that doesn't work. This happens, you get the kill. Or do you? Is this finally? I think this is finally an Echo turn. Roy the boy, are you here? You better be here for this. I'm using Echo.
Ivy! I mean, Your Majesty, my queen. Have you finally come to execute me, like all of Father's other illegitimate children?
Yes. There's more?
What has the ivy of this world done to you?
You are here to kill me. I can tell. I'm sorry, but I can't just accept death. I have to fight.
Hyacinth the hoe.
Allow me. I knew it would end like this. This pain is nothing compared to Father's.
Yeah, I hate the hit rate, or I hate the how hurt we're about to get from this, but I don't think I could ignore. Do I focus on the one that doesn't have the thing on it? The problem is this one's the one in the way. I'm kind of tempted to attack that one, because if I get rid of that one, we can actually move into the room better. Kind of want that one, but he's the one that's got the thing, so I hope it doesn't happen.
Need help? Loathsome.
Ooh! Oh, he didn't get that off.
Allow your soul the rest it deserves.
No Seraphim. The hit rate was worse, I think. There was something unappealing about it. I thought I looked at it. Alright, wait a minute. We want you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait a minute. No, hold on. You should have waited. 2, 3, 5. Yeah, she could go there, I guess. What is it with Dark Kingdoms and polyamory? I mean, there's only so many things you can do to be a Dark Kingdom, I guess, perhaps. Veronica had said, I liked the remake for LA, but maybe because I'm not a kid, the world seems smaller. LA, what's LA? Oh, Link's Awakening. Maybe. Oh, that was way back. I'm sorry. One of my YouTube chat things over here doesn't scroll down with everything properly. Didn't ever try that one. I could flame up. Oh, or we could just make it so they can't move. Kind of okay with that. Stop horny. Who's horny posting? Who did that? Don't do that. He is a javelin or a spear. Should have been aware. 44 physical attack. She does live. Although the mage cannoneer is questionable. Both of them. Wasn't me this time, says Reed. Kind of like that. I don't think I'm going about this correctly necessarily, but so I guess this should happen.
Thank you.
If I'm getting bonked, Roy gets bonked 3 times for crimes against decency in other streams. Okay. Oh, I messed it up. Did it too soon. There you go. There's 3 bonks for Roy. What's up, Luna Amethyst? I think this happens. Oh, thank goodness. He's just within range that he'll live.
That helps.
But he won't live if something else actually manages to hit him as well. On top of the other thing. I think you should Great Ether. Choops with the Dawsons. Why didn't you want a Dawson emblem? Yo, does that actually... Wait a minute. What the heck? Why is that so powerful? Oh, we have Hammer. Oh. I forgot those were armored. That's kind of cool. Does she live, though? I think she lives. I think we're killing ourselves a little mage cannoneer here. Yeah.
You'll get no sympathy from me.
You're gonna start letting units die? You're at the end, says Reen. We let Panette die. Panette's gone. I mean, yeah, if I have to. How can you contribute to this situation? I think that Dawson is too minor of a character to have an emblem. That's why I said I wanted Sally to be an emblem instead. You can rest assured if it came out of Choopy's mouth, it's just a meme. Just a meme. We do get to Cantor after this. So I think we go for the kill here. I don't know how that just missed. I just completely did not see what happened, but wow. I think Nell is fine. I think Greg is fine. You do have Cantor. You don't have Cantor Plus. Can we immediately nuke this guy? Yeah, I'm thinking that sounds pretty good. Only problem is the other one. Can't really see from here. Ooh, if we like warp Ragnarok right next to that dude in the corner, she can't get hit by him. Of course, then it's less effective, though. Oh, she gets Cantor after. Wait, what am I thinking? Okay, this is perfect. We're gonna do this. Cantor, one tile right. Let Ivy die. Her work here is done. What is with the... Okay. I guess we're just missing things now. Can they miss? Can you miss Greg? Oh, that's bad. MVP is like Etier, I think, this chapter. Which one of you is an Etier hater out there? I hope you're learning your lesson.
XCOM?
You should have echoed get wrecked. Probably. Well, would that just be less damage twice than double Ragnarok's? I don't know if it would have been enough. That has to miss. Good job, Greg. Etier is worse than Lapis confirmed? How? That is not true.
More fighting?
I like both of them, but that is not true. Okay, what's nice about this, I think what happens here...
Attention, all Fire Emblem, epic, sexy gamers. I bring you an urgent announcement.
Kai says, I'm an Etier hater. I'm sorry, I'll use your poor grammar. I'm a Etier hater. All Christ for life. You know what that one gets you? That's what that one gets you. I think what we're doing I think we should Astral Storm that stupid corrupted wyvern so that Greg is vaguely safe. Can we hit him from here? I think we can hit him from here. Seems a bit of a shame to waste it on that, but it would be useful. I don't have to worry about this stupid thing anymore. They'll probably spawn a brand new one next turn, but bare minimum we get one enemy phase with no attack, which is nice. This gives me a tiny bit more time to get up there. Yunaka with bows, says Chubi. That's what I did in my first run. I made her a sniper. I think it would have been really good. The problem is that I made her a wolf knight first, and she fell so far behind in strength that she really was not very good, and she had a lot of catching up to do. But I think had I like played with her correctly the whole time, I think she would have been really good, actually. She didn't really have a chance to shine. Although we do still have this. This is still the same file, so maybe she'll have opportunities in the future. I don't know. Do I want... Where is... what's his face? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think to keep open the door for dancing Etier, she goes there. Where's somebody in the useless gang? Here you are. What can you do for me? Not very much. Reen says, I want Etier to dominate me in arm wrestling. Yes, this was planned. I like how Stevie's blaming Wolf Knight for why his Yunaka was bad. Yeah, I am. Why? I mean, it was fixed growth, so it's not like she got bad level ups or anything. Maybe she's better without them. What's up, Veronica? Welcome back on the Twitter side of things. Wolf Knight was definitely a big Stevie L, LOL. And people were like raving about it on like Reddit, and that's the thing is like when people are talking about stuff, you don't think to ask them 20 questions like, "Oh, are you on easy mode? Are you on normal? Is that why you like this class? Is that why you think it's good?" Like you just don't know. So somebody could come in raving saying like this is the best class they've ever used or like attempted or whatnot. And you could be missing key data about why it's good for them. Maybe it's actually not that good. I don't know. I don't want to be harsh. Maybe it might actually be a good class. I just never... It hasn't been yet for me. I think we have to do this.
Right.
Troop says, I think Yunaka is the best unit in the game. She might be. She's definitely really good. She enables a lot of degenerate play. I'll say that. A lot of fun degenerate play. Are you able to kill this? You said the same thing about Saline, did you? What's more valuable here? You're nuking this. Saline is high A. I think Saline would be better on not fixed growths. This version of Saline on this file is not good. I pumped her up full of stat boosters and she is the most mid AF unit imaginable. Not an enjoyable unit to bring to endgame. Just not. Do you live this turn? Yes, you do. Because of like, I think we smash another one of these. That is glorious. Glad I brought Ike on her. Or we could miss. That is also a thing sometimes.
Ready for me?
This one's got to go. Because you can hit what's her face. And honestly, the sooner that Gold Mary gets into that room, the better. Gold Mary is incredible. We're in the final stretch, people.
Perfection.
Single-minded Grasping Void Pog. Grasping Void, when it triggers at the right moment, is really good and nice and fun. When it triggers. Sounds like Stevie has a crush on Yunaka. Do I? She's a waifu for sure.
I cannot afford to lose.
I would not blame anybody for liking Yunaka. Oh. What a waste. What a waste. I just accidentally I clicked. I don't even know what I did. I moved her here and then something popped up on screen and I thought it was something to skip or something. And I don't know what just happened, but that wasn't good. Okay. Someone has to get danced and this guy has to go. Etier is pretty reliable. Yunaka's reliable. We'll dance Yunaka. Jamstaro is saying, didn't say Clan was the end-all be-all, just said he's better than Saline. I would like to try Clan on not fixed growths too. We had some really good... Oh my god, I danced the wrong unit. Why did I think you could do something with this? No! Well, wait a minute. Nobody's in range, we're okay.
Oh, baby, a triple! Oh, yeah!
Oh, baby, a epic fail of who I danced. Just run you forward. I don't know why I thought that would be useful. Yunaka is so good, guys. Not good in that instance. Alright, he finally got his 18% hit. I'll let him have that one. Because all the others missed. Oh, it's kind of not good that those guys are going to be getting close to Andreo.
I won't lose.
But it is time for us to finally reach that room, which is going to be great. Don't miss.
Need help?
Yunaka's good, just not in Fell Xenologue. Yeah, there's a lot of characters that are just not good in this mode because of what they've been given to work with. Panette is one of them. Saphir, I actually think, kind of shines here a little bit. Is she the best ever? No, but... What can you do to this guy? Okay, that one we're able to do it too. I'm grateful.
I live to fight again.
Rosado, let's get you. Plucking away, I guess not. Never mind. We've changed our mind on that one.
Yes.
On the bright side, Nell can flee now, which is kind of cool. And Goldmary can engage. Ooh. You mean to tell me he's still weak as an enemy? I can't crit him.
Come to kill me, have you? But I thought we were friends.
I can't wait to see him grovel after we beat him now. Wait, please don't kill me. Be your friend again. Three. 3 damage. Gotta love the 3 damage. I think this happens just for the chain attack. Start building up some damage on him. Yeah. Nill's gonna lose on the map, but win in the cutscene, says Roy. I actually think I want to put her here. Because then Etier... Wait, where can you go? Yeah, then Etier can longbow. Just starting to build up the chain attacks. That's all we're doing now.
Allow me.
Please die.
Nice. Backup units are your friend. Yeah, I'm discovering that very quickly here. And his speed isn't good. And his physical attack isn't good. Wait, what's your attack is 28. $32. Yeah, I think Saphir gets dance. Or maybe somebody else. You don't have the fancy recover. Oh, we do have the fancy recover, don't we? Can't really use it. Might as well use it while we have it.
You're so nice to me.
What's up, Harry son? Where's the French drip squad at? They're not really here. Even Chloe is not good in this mode. That makes me very sad. I love Chloe.
I'm good now.
But she's a griffin here, and she's not good. Well, got you right where I want you.
Right.
Troop says, Yunaka soloed maps for me on Ringless. I was able to beat the 4 hounds with her alone. Yeah, that makes sense. I could see that. Because even without the Marth ring or other things to give her more avoid, her void is still really good, placing her in the right place, giving her the right stuff. Yeah, she's still going to be amazing for sure. That makes a lot of sense. We got a lance guy coming up this way. Spear halberdier. Same speed, so he wouldn't be doubling. But he's going to do a lot of damage, should he actually manage to hit. Yeah, let's get that going.
Thank you.
Should definitely be running left with Pandreo. WTF are these builds? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, on this file? In the Fell Xenologue? Yeah, they give us some weird stuff. Gonna start chipping away.
Making me look bad.
That's 1 bar down. Tristan says, Yunaka is the S-Queen because she can sound like a different girl every night. Looks and the curves. Interesting. She does do some pretty good impressions. That is for sure. Orp Ragnarok does nothing. This is a bit better because of the chains. What's helpful here? Greg is going to be attacked again, which means he should be physicked again. In fact, he has to be. But we can't do it from there. And we kind of do need to run with him. So, who's got... Seedall has physick. Can physick hit from here? No. Unless you do something and get danced, but then... Still in range of that stupid wyvern. I don't have Astral Storm again this time. Well, I think this should happen.
I'll help.
Also switch Etier to a 1-range weapon. She doesn't have one. She's a sniper. And there's no mini bows. Roy the boy, what are you smoking? Oh, you're talking about Manicaddy. Yeah, I guess I could have given her Manicaddy. But I can't do it if she's attacking something at range, which is what she did. And I can't trade it onto her.
Better than ever.
You do like that. I don't like that this doesn't kill. But at least this can do as much as it possibly can. Kind of okay with that.
If this is war, so be it.
Can you heal Gold Mary to max HP for more chains? I think I just did, yeah. Yep, that is a good point. Nobody else can heal you, which... Is that a tile? That is a tile. Okay, if she gets danced... 1, 2... No, wait a minute. She goes here. She canters to there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. I like that. Alright. So she's going right now. This is happening.
Taking the lead. Got a life.
He's going to echo for more chain attacks. I just know he will. Whoops. That's a good point, actually. That would have been smart. And we didn't even get the kill there. Nice. I guess I deserve that one.
Great help.
Yay, he didn't. Do I want Seedall getting hit by this thing? Yeah, you shouldn't die. This means you go for the heal now, which makes Greg safe.
That helps.
Means you can run and do nothing, I guess. He's got to get around to the other side. It's much better for him to be attacked by a mage than anything else. Do a little vein of suck.
The fight is not yet done.
Out of these three left, she has no ranged weapon. I think it's you.
I'll help.
Dragon will only hit Greg, cough, cough. I mean, I figured it targets him, but I don't know. Sometimes you just don't know with the AI and what they'll do. They automatically, all of a sudden, decide something else is more appealing. Call doubles to lock him in. He is locked in. It's okay. I wanted the chip down to his final bar. Is it worth Raging Storm? Ooh. I think it is.
I've got this.
Annoying.
Oh, we missed it. That's okay, I guess.
Started.
Stand down.
Just sack some units. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I think we're good at this point. We got this. Any more questions, you guys? Maybe when I do these, I should put the stream rules somewhere. I think that would make it easier. Especially for people hopping in after the fact. It would be smart. No more questions, says Elvia. I'm questioned out. Any rejection stories? I mean, yeah, but... Oh, I got one. Yeah, okay, okay. Do I do it? We're about to end this. Do it. I'm just wondering how the timeline of this goes. I guess I'll do it right now as we're about to end this chapter. Here's a rejection story. Must have been... It was probably for the end of the year last year. Probably a good handful of months ago. I was at the gym, and one of the things in the past year I've become really good at is I've been very consistent with the gym, at least 3 days a week, which is great. I haven't made as much progress as I've wanted to make, but I think it's because there's a couple of dietary changes I'm going to be making, which I think will be much better. But anyway, I'm at the gym. It's not the ideal place to be asking people out. I fully acknowledge that. I actually think it's a very awkward and bad place, and I don't like the idea of interrupting someone's workout. But the problem is these days, like, if you're not, like, outside of dating apps and bars and nightlife, where are you finding people our, at least my age, I guess, to be running into? Because we're not, people like me are not going to bookstores anymore. Maybe malls, but all the malls in my area are not good. They're kind of dying off and not doing so hot. So it's not a very fun place to hang out. There's just not a lot of options. So needless to say, I saw an opportunity at the gym. I saw a particularly beautiful girl. She was doing what some friends of mine have dubbed the sussy machine, which is the leg, when you're doing the leg thing, when you're squeezing your, like, working on your leg muscles. I don't know why they dubbed it the sussy machine, but it's just funny. It's funny for us to use that machine and then call it the sussy machine. Us as guys, I mean. She was on the machine. She was very close by. So I decided to shoot my shot. I figured I would ask her out. So, you know, I got her attention. She looks over. I compliment her. I say, you know, something about her that I liked. That, you know, something in particular was beautiful. She seems very flattered by the compliment. We're continuing the conversation. I ask her for her name. You know, are you from this area or whatnot? Like, it's continuing along. And then I say, you know, like, what's your schedule like? I would love to take you to dinner sometime. And then...
Attention, all Fire Emblem, epic, sexy gamers. I bring you an urgent announcement.
No, Stevie's a gym creep. No. Now, I don't stare at people at the gym, okay? I don't like asking people out at the gym, but if that's the only opportunity you got, like, I took it in that particular instance. I've done it a few times. I don't do it all the time. Okay, so I ask her out, and again, she seems flattered, but then she says, I forget the number. What she says to me is, what did she say? I know the context of what she said. I'm trying to think of the exact sentence of what she said. She turns to me and she says, I'm actually blank however months pregnant, and I have a fiance. And I didn't notice, like, so she was flattered that, like, I didn't notice her little, like, baby bump or whatnot. To be fair, she was, like, leaning forward, so I guess it wasn't really, like, all that visible. But again, I wasn't, like, staring, like, every aspect of her down. So I hit on a pregnant, engaged woman at the gym. And that, it didn't, I got rejected because, unfortunately, there was a guy in her life that got her pregnant, I guess. There you go. There's a rejection story. I honestly didn't notice. To be fair, I probably made her day, because I'm sure she was self-conscious. She's, like, implied that she was, like, self-conscious about, like, her weight gain and all that from being pregnant. So the fact that I didn't notice at all and still hit on her, I think she appreciated. Oh, this is not good for Pandreo, but at least we're about to end this. Who gets the kill? There's no sense in Nell. Nell's already been fighting him the whole time. There's no dialogue from that. I don't think Vale would have anything, but we could try. Say we just do it.
I'll help.
Just give up.
It's okay, I like MILFs too, says Elvia.
My end? So, you finally struck at me in earnest.
Pandreo still doesn't get to fight, RIP. Yeah, sorry. I could have. Okay, I got scared for a moment. I was like, is this actually a route map in disguise? Etia got MVP. Look at that. I was saying she was the MVP. She definitely deserved it. We have, at long last, beaten Chapter 5 of the Fell Xenologue. I'm glad this map is finally over 3 streams later. I know. I know. This is so bad. I hate everything about this. All right, let's see what's going to happen here. I'm intrigued. I do like this story so far for the Xenologue.
Nell, you saved me.
I want to watch him grovel.
I could not bear to lose you. Please, allow me to apologize for the manner in which I have treated you. It was unforgivable. In my weakness, I failed to accept that you are not the same divine dragon as the one I lost. I understand that clearly now. And if you would allow it, I would like to begin again as friends.
I'd like that too.
Thank you, Divine Mother.
Not friends, not friends.
Do you think Nell is all right?
Not friends,
He is merely
lovers.
unconscious. But let us reclaim the bracelet while we have the opportunity. The bracelet of the Shepherd Exalt. The only one we had from the start at Lethos Castle. I never imagined that we would be forced to do battle with you, Emblem Crom.
I knew you would triumph. The darkest futures still have hope. May you both cherish your new bond.
We will.
Lapis would have beaten this 2 streams ago, cough cough.
Let us make haste to the 4 winds.
I don't think Lapis is good in this mode either. Don't walk away from him. What are you, stupid?
There's so many of them.
Yes. Every time we defeat one, another appears.
We cannot sustain this for much longer.
No, Crom's debated.
We can take shelter behind that altar and escape them for a moment. Follow me!
What a sick joke!
Phew. Finally, a chance to catch our breath.
Hope this DLC ends with Nell just eating everyone with a bib around her neck.
What do we do? There's also only one exit, and it's blocked by a sigil
Attention,
calling forth
all
more
Fire Emblem, epic, sexy gamers. I bring you an urgent announcement.
Emrakul says, I'm willing to bet my entire fortune of 6,000 crit points that crit cannot beat this next map in the next 3 streams. Can I don't know how to take on that bet. And I don't think tying up predictions for 3 streams would be the way to do it. We'll see, Emrakul. I won't take your points if you're wrong, but we'll see.
Indeed. Trapped.
I hope that's not the case.
Full of the corrupted.
Wow,
It's fortunate
this
we
is
got
really
Nell out
terrible.
when we did. She could have been stuck in here too. But as much as I hate to say it, there appears to be no escape for us. We probably won't survive.
I have a plan.
You do? I mean, great. That's just what I'd expect from our second in command.
A plan to sacrifice our lives to take out as many of the corrupted as we can.
Just do one large stream that counts as 3 streams. That's enough gaming. Yeah, I could stream for like 12 hours a couple times in a row. Maybe we'll get it done then.
What?
Good enough. Let's hear it.
We can only do so much fighting individually, but what if we could crush them all at once? We can head to the 4 corners of the temple and knock down the pillars holding it up. That will destroy the temple and all of the corrupted inside.
It does.
If all goes well, we will also prevent them from pursuing Lady Nell and the Divine Dragon.
But... and I just
24-hour
wanna be clear,
stream, let's
we
go.
all get flattened, right?
Correct.
I approve. If all
12
the
won't be
roads lead
enough
to
if you
death,
don't cheese
let's
it.
at least take the
Interesting.
one that brings those creatures with us.
It would appear this is our best option. Count me in.
But... yeah, I'll do it.
You are all certain about this?
I like this plan, kind of.
At least we're going together, right? No one has to face the end alone.
Like a family. Aw.
It will probably hurt a bit.
Familial love. We all die together holding hands. Now, if that just isn't the sweetest thing you've ever heard. A beautiful ending.
Yeah, I think so. But it's fine. If I remind myself this is the last pain I'll ever feel, I can bear it. I mean, I probably can. Yeah, I can.
Madeline, you are still so young in years. Perhaps there is a way for me to destroy 2 pillars, so you have a chance to escape.
Why? Are you afraid I won't be up to the task on my own?
No, not at all.
How many spoilers?
Then I reject
Spoilered?
your proposal.
I didn't
want
see
to
it,
share
so
my
we're
fellow
good.
Wynn's fate, whatever that may be. Besides, your plan depends on us destroying the 4 pillars at the same time.
I urge you, do not make this sacrifice just to be known as a hero. The dead do not hear praise.
I know.
Don't look, Steve.
My mentor taught me that what's important is not praise, but what one
Thanks,
achieves,
guys.
and above all, living a life one can be proud of.
You really have grown into a splendid knight.
Hearing you say that, I can face whatever comes next.
Well, friends, looks like our time's up.
I'm glad we got this final chance to be together. I love you all. Now, let's destroy them! Lady Nell, this is as far as we go. Forgive us for not obeying your command to live.
Aunt Mavier to eat Madeline? What the heck,
I
Roy?
hope you and the Divine Dragon find a way to save Lord Nil. And live in happiness. Listen up, Four Winds. This is our final mission. Break the pillars!
Oh, I love that art. Sweet. That's really cool.
What was that? I heard something.
Looks like Gambits. Oh, that's true. It does look like Gambits. Sounded like Light Yagami.
My corrupted have performed better than I could have hoped. The temple has collapsed, and unless my senses have failed me, nothing within the rubble survives. The Four Winds are no more.
No!
How did this happen?
We were deceived. The Four Winds and I were attacked by the corrupted inside that temple. They
Attention,
remain
all
behind.
Fire Emblem, epic, sexy gamers. I bring you an urgent announcement.
Instead of playing cringe, we should be watching Kamen Rider build. First off, I don't even know what that is. I know of Kamen Rider, but I can't imagine that's.
So that I could escape.
This
and
is
make my way
cringe
to you.
compared to that.
No.
You refused to cooperate with me earlier, Divine One. Perhaps this will force your hand.
Don't
No.
you dare.
If you value her life, you will meet me on the island that once floated among the clouds.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. Okay, because they showed the Somnial in the trailer, so I was wondering, is there going to be like Bizarro inverse Somnial that we go to in between chapters? And that's not the case. This is so bad. I hate everything about this. I was just thinking about this today. Like, why would they have designed that place if you can't go there for whatever reason? So I was wondering if that was going to be one of the maps. So you're telling me the most annoying, hardest map in the game is a Somnial map? Interesting.
Nil! Stop! What do I do?
It's so funny because when you hear from people like about certain maps being like the end of the world and stuff like that, you never envision like what the map actually is. And I feel like half the time what's hilarious is like people come in saying like, oh, it's the worst map I've ever seen, yada yada. And then you go to that map and it's like filled with like flowers and like sunshine and like you just don't. when people describe it as terrible, you don't ever think like, oh, it's going to be like a really pretty, happy map, but it's just really hard. You always think of like, oh, it must be like this chaos tunnel with like portals everywhere or like something terrible, and it's just funny.
Island that was in the clouds.
It has been some time since those twins betrayed me. Soon, my foe will strike me down. Perhaps I will deliver a killing blow in turn. It matters not. All is in motion. My child will realize my desires. Meanwhile, the divine dragon will die childless, with no heir, no legacy. The fool. My pawns move as I will them to, without hesitation.
Greg must spread his seed.
How long will that son of mine keep up this ruse of being Nell's twin?
He's not Nell's twin.
Her real twin is no more.
What? Okay, well that changes everything.
That failure died long ago.
Huh. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Sami is actually the final boss, says Elvia. Thanks for spoiling it. Oh, and it's grounded. In this world, it's grounded. Well, maybe that makes sense. Because Alir's dead. And all the divine dragons are dead. So what keeps it floating? There's no more divine dragon spiritually power. I feel like we're going to peek at this. I don't think I'm actually going to try, like start trying this map because it is beginning to get late. I think I'm actually going to make an adult decision for once and not go for 5 hours today. But we're going to look at it and we're going to take a peek at what we're about to deal with here. Good night, Veronica. Thank you for tuning in.
Do it.
Wait, what? Who isn't whose twin? I wasn't looking. Says Roy the
you
boy.
wish to remain innocent,
hold on.
holding fast to the teachings you follow?
Do it.
Or will you seize victory? Your hands stained with the blood of old friends.
Do it.
The most unbearable pain is now a fond memory. A desperate dream. But I know the truth. In this world, there is no eternity.
Who is this?
Now is the time to awaken.
Was it female? Is it female Alir?
I am reminded of when we were young. You always slept deeper and later than me. I would anxiously wait for you to awaken.
So about the get wrecked Roy the boy line from Tempest, what about it? I don't think I have it on speed dial anymore, do I?
Oh no. Anyway,
what did I make that? Hold on, one sec. I don't know why I'm looking for this, but I'll look for it really quick here. Yeah, it's this one. There. Here you go. Get wrecked, Roy the boy. Somebody posting spoilers? Are we posting spoilers? Roy the boy was talking about who not being whose twin. So Nil and Nell are not actually twins, according to that Sombron cutscene. And Nell's twin actually died a long time ago, which means did she accidentally slaughter that twin, or maybe it just died through other means? But why did she always think that Nil was her twin, unless that happened like really early on, and she was misled into thinking that Nil was her twin?
Outside, the world was full
and
of
which
I could do nothing on my own.
And which child is Sombron referring to then? Nil? He said something about the twins betraying him, or the two of them betraying him or something, but I thought Nil is kind of evil in this moment. So what child is he referring to?
I could not transform, no matter how I wished for it. I was a powerless whelp. A failure.
Good night, Reen.
I was convinced I would not survive long.
You had so little hope.
You are awake. I would advise you not to consider transforming and fleeing. You will lose any part of you that moves from that spot.
Please stop this, Nil. There is no reason to pursue power here. You cannot rule an empty world. You and I are all that remain.
Power is purpose. This world means nothing to me. If it must be destroyed to achieve my ends, then so be it. But you would not understand that. You know nothing of weakness, of humiliation.
That is all in the past. Your friends love you. Think of our time at Lethos Castle. All of us together, as a family.
Thinking of that age of lies fills me with nothing but resentment.
You cannot mean that.
It is amusing to hear you say we were a family. The irony is so delicious, I simply must share.
I think Sombron reproduces asexually. Emrakul is asking, do you want me to write up a synopsis of how to beat this map on Maddening, Stevie, or do you want to spend 30 hours beating it? Check in with me later, Emrakul, but no, I actually legitimately want to try it first.
I am not your twin brother.
Oh, here we go.
I took the place of young Nil when he and I were children.
Oh, that's the reason for the name. Okay.
Twin, the one you so yearned to protect that you fled our father and risked all.
Right. So I did know about the second name, Rafal, especially doing the video that I did today, but I kind of figured maybe Nil was more of a nickname that he was, maybe he would grow past that name since it meant like nothing, zero. Like if he actually had hope at the end, then he would take on a new name, like a new identity. But no, the reality is he's just not Nil at all. Interesting.
He has been dead for quite some time. Do you see it now? You are alone. Your beloved divine
What's up, Blackface?
dragon, the four winds, your real twin brother, all gone. Isn't it wonderful? At last, we will face each other as true peers. And when that struggle finally ends, you can put an end to me.
What?
I have always been a miserable and lonely child. I cannot even recall the face of my own twin. I knew you would never forgive my deception. But for a time, I cherished being your Nil. You were so gentle and giving with me. So kind. I began to think of you as my one true sister. Even now, the memory of our time at Lethos Castle is priceless to me. But that treasure is a stolen one. And this pain is unbearable. So please put an end to my misery.
What is this, Nil? Tell me what is happening.
No! Put an end to my misery? Pathetic, laughable. Father laid his hand upon my chest. He named me his true heir. I cannot stop until his ambitions are fulfilled. Surely that is what he intended me to achieve. No, he would not call me his heir otherwise. Perhaps it was a trick, or simple pity. I do not know. This pain, it never ends.
Nil, stay with me.
I will prove my worth. I will avenge Father, carry out his will, and become heir to the Fell Dragon legacy.
So the Somniel of this world has fallen. I guess I'm not surprised.
Divine One, you came.
I'm only here for Nell. Please, let her go.
Dispel the ward on the final bracelet and I will consider it.
The ward? What are you talking about?
This is the bracelet of the Three Houses. A ward has been placed upon it, so that none may access its power. The emblems within cannot be roused, nor can the bracelet be moved from this location.
So the Somniel fell from the sky, but it didn't knock the bracelet loose. Must be frustrating.
Quite. The Divine Dragon told me about the ward just prior to the final battle against Father. It can only be broken by the one who placed it, and that fool is now dead. Which is why I could not become Father's true heir, not even with all 7 bracelets. It was your arrival that rekindled my hope. I have long anticipated this moment.
Because I can remove the ward.
You can. And you will, or I will slay Nell.
Do not do this, Divine One.
I have to. For you, Nell.
Yeah, of course I'll unseal that for you, Nil. Comment said, the fact Nil and Vale don't have any interaction is weird to me. You're talking about like through cutscenes or supports or something? Yeah, that is kind of interesting. Oh.
It's done. Satisfied?
Sir Koopa says, honestly, this twist is just weird, IMO. I don't know why not just keep the OG Nil. Guess that's too obvious. I mean, it was a twist that we didn't see, at least I didn't see coming. So far, like, the twists in this and the story in this has been, like, leagues better than the main story. So, even if you hate the DLC, I mean, there's that, at least. I've really enjoyed it, because I didn't really know where they were going to go with this. He's having light Yagami moments.
This is finally in my hands. Awaken, emblems! Grant me my desire!
What is going to happen here?
At last, Father, I have finally succeeded!
Oh. Oh. That's his dragon form? Ooh.
I've done what you asked. Now release Nell.
Oh, he's got a cool one.
Why would I do that, now that I have what I want?
Monster!
Farewell, wretched sister.
The design of that is awesome.
That's quite enough.
Saved.
What is this?
Celestia. Gregory. Madeline.
Are you injured, Lady Nell?
My wins. Words cannot
My
express
wins.
I am glad to see you well.
Wait, where's Mauvier?
Divine One, Lady Nell.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Oh. That's why. That's why.
The pillars have been destroyed. Now the temple will collapse.
That's why they didn't bother to recolor Mauvier and make him different, because then the player would be sad that they could never actually recruit that Mauvier. So they literally copied and pasted the same Mauvier, because the new one is just going to die.
Oh, no.
That's why you don't get 2 Mauviers.
Goodbye, my
Interesting. Figured something had to be up with that.
Mauvier, did you... Is that a warp staff?
That line.
Where's Celestia?
No,
Did you
that's
send her
not
outside?
real. No.
Attention, all Fire Emblem, epic, sexy gamers. I bring you an urgent announcement.
Oh, who did the Evercool? I'm gonna refund you for that one because it got covered. That's so funny. He remembered the warp staff.
This was always my intention. Why should all of us die when only one of us need remain here?
You idiot! You can't warp yourself out with that! Give it over! If anyone's staying behind, it's me!
How does that work?
Gregory, you are Celestia's new second-in-command. Serve her well.
How does that make any sense? They just talked about how they needed to collapse the pillars at the same time.
XCOM?
You can't keep getting away with it!
They just talked about how they need to collapse the pillars at the same time. So if they actually did it all at the same time, the ceiling would fall in on them. Where is the time to warp people out? Where's the time for him to run to an opposite corner to where they are and warp them out? Unless you have a little bit of time while things are crumbling, I guess, which maybe that's what they were implying with this. It's a multi-layered temple, I suppose. I don't know. Oh.
Why didn't you tell us, Mom?
You got involuntarily tellied.
Madeline, I wish you the greatest happiness. I see now that protecting you was my...
Stop that! Stop saying goodbye! I thought we'd go together. I would not have to say this. Mom here, I love...
Ooh. Ooh. See, even that writing, this is enjoyable.
It is done. I am sorry I had to deceive you all.
That was tantalizing.
You were my family. And I am grateful for every day we spent together. But that time is over. Now you must carry on without me.
That's okay. We got one of him already back home.
I will be
Mavi, you're at home. Mom, can we get Mavier? Mavier at home. It's actually the same.
No. Mavier.
I can't believe it.
A selfless, heroic sacrifice. He was a true knight until the end.
To think I stilled only one of you awful winds. How are you alive? No matter. You are all detestable in the eyes of Lord Sombron. And you will perish here.
No, Nil. We won't let you follow in Sombron's footsteps.
Oh no!
We'll stop you from becoming his heir. Whatever it takes. Wins! Now!
Yes. You may have killed one of us, but we are still a mighty tempest.
I won't back down. Mavier would tell me to be brave as the new second in command.
Okay, I'm a little confused. When Sombron in our timeline collected all the rings, things got really bad. He had so much power that he went and summoned Gradlon from beneath the water and raised it. So we're to assume that Nil right now has that level of power, correct? Because he has all 7 of the bracelets from this world, which take the place of the rings. So what hope is there actually?
When my liege walks down the wrong path, it's my duty to stop them. I'll do what I must.
I cannot bear to lose any of you. Not one more person.
Nil makes Sombron look like a bitch. I liked Sombron, actually. Mauve is still under the rubble, slowly suffocating and being crushed to death. What's up, Mari Sophia? Rodrigue reference? Miss Modern Mayhem says, I swear all the music went to the Xenologue.
Let this be our final battle, brother.
Nil isn't quite as buff. He isn't a seasoned boy boss yet. I suppose so. But the amount of power he can tap into should be considerable. Dragon design Nil better than Sombron? I like them both. I think Sombron actually looks really cool as a dragon.
Please, you have to stop him. You can have all that remains of my power.
What would that be?
This is so much. Thank you. I will not fail.
Oh. Go all out for victory. Interesting. So if you guys are telling me this is like the hardest map ever, then clearly they did that with this in mind. Maybe that's why it's so hard. What is happening here? What is that? Okay, here's Fell Nil. Whoa. He looks incredibly scary. A series of colossal ranged attacks. Fell Assault. That works with the name Raphael, like the video I put out today. A series of ranged attacks. That would have actually helped that video if I knew that little detail, that little wrinkle. Devastation destroys terrain around the unit, killing friend and foe alike. Channels life force of the slain into power. Ooh, that's bad. That's really bad. Drain Essence instantly kills all units in the area, friend and foe alike. Channels life force into power. Oh my god. Creates vortexes that summon corrupted. And a beam of darkness that mows down foes over a wide area. Wow. Okay. Yep, there's the big bad. I see annoying corrupted wyverns. Multiple of those. Cannoneers, one of them with a rescue staff. That's going to come in handy, I'm sure. Multiple of them with rescue staves. Oh, and we've resummoned Fogado. Fogado with the Lendabear. Ah. Fortify. They gave her Fortify instead. Yeah, so everybody's got the nice S-rank weapons. Notice, a staff imbued with the mysterious magic that sets all allies' engage meters to max. Ooh. And it's max range. Oh my god, that's crazy. You've got Nova. More rescues. You have Venomous. Look at her stance. Preston, thank you for the sub. Nice S-rank weapons, he says, not realizing they have the smash options if possible. Yeah, I guess I didn't see enough of them. I did see, like, Georgios, but I looked at too many that were not smash weapons to put that together. And there's Tamara down there. Steamcom70 says, I just came into this WTF. Yeah, this is the final battle of the Fell Xenologue. We beat 5 tonight, so I'm not going to be doing this battle tonight, but we can do some pre-planning before I wrap up the stream here. This is interesting. I'm trying to figure out what the difficulty is from. Obviously, I see like a lot of ranged characters here. There's surprisingly not a lot of mage cannoneers that I see. Like, I figured they could have made that annoying again, but then I'm sure, like, clearly there is something really quite bad about this, and maybe there's reinforcements, who knows. The wyverns are annoying, but I feel like if we danced Etier, we could get rid of like 2 in a turn, potentially. And that wouldn't be so bad. They gave Diamant Divine Fist art. Okay. Yeah, and I see... Wait a minute. Are they all like that? No. I was gonna say, they actually gave him a generic smash weapon. What is that? Oh, Robin. I was like, what is this weird Thoron? Okay, interesting. It almost seems like you want to pick off enemies in a specific order so that you have better weapons and stuff for the rest of it. But I can't imagine that Ukan Visara is actually something that we really need to win this. The rescue saves seem really important, though. Interesting. The rescue staves help so much. Beldia gonna be throwing hands. Kristen says, I bet that there's rescue staves because your units get teleported all over the map. That is probably true. Hey, but he only has 2 HP bars? And all we have to do is defeat him. He's got the bond breaker thing. He, like, that doesn't... Obviously it is bad, but this doesn't look... On a surface level, this doesn't look that bad. I see his stats are a little high. I haven't looked at our units and where they are now. But we do have class abilities now, finally, I think, for what the first... Is this the first time we actually get the class abilities? He's also on terrain, by the way. Aha. That would certainly help, wouldn't it? What is that? Reduces damage taken in foes' critical hit chance by 50. Okay. Well, now I'm seeing more things. You had class abilities for pre-promotes in Chapter 1 and 2. Oh, yeah, but I was talking about the upgraded ones. When we finally reached this stage. I don't know. I think we probably just have to play this and figure out what happens. Which I will not do tonight, but we're going to look at the units really quick here and decide who's coming. I think Goldmary's obviously a shoo-in. I don't know about Chloe. I can't... Like, look at these stats. Like, this can't be good. There's no way this is what needs to happen here. Steamcom, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. The only thing I could see here is like maybe flying around with Physic would be helpful because of the whatever here is here. Is this water? Yeah, the open water. But that reduces her to just being a heal bot, and I don't think that that's actually like that there's actually a place for that on the team. Do we have actually significant terrain? Promise Swain, thank you for the follow as well. Yeah, there are woods scattered about. So I do think Yunaka probably has a place on this map. In fact, if placed well, I bet you she can distract a bunch of them and survive. So I feel like that certainly probably has to happen. Ram? Annette? Sorry, I love Lapis. I just don't think this is going to be good for her. I can't imagine that it would be in this mode with this setup. She has a new dragon attack. Magic attack using physical power. Oh, that's good for her. Don't bring Yunaka, she's useless here. You want high mobility and flyers. Alright, I guess I'll take your word for it. Thing is, who's actually going to be good? I think Ivy definitely joins us. Hortensia? Do we bring Hortensia? I think Vale sits out. Saphira looking pretty good with that strength. That strength is good. In fact, is she the strongest out of the whole army?
Attention, all Fire Emblem, epic, sexy gamers. I bring you an urgent announcement.
The difficulty is the map pressure and the anti-turtling. If you dilly-dally, you will game over. You have to go fast and try to kill all the royals because Nil will get their abilities. Oh. Oh, that would make sense why he wouldn't start off with a lot of skills then. I did find that kind of strange that he's only got like 2 things. Because they, especially for like the final boss, to make him comparable to Sombron, you'd think they would have decked him out. So that actually makes sense. And that makes sense why his attacks will kill friends and foes alike. What does that mean, though? They're going to be teleported or run over to him? Huh. What are we looking at in terms of inventories here? Like, what did it give us? Any Rider's Banes? Okay, we got one there on Alfred still, the one he's had the whole time. Nothing else seems all that surprising. In fact, I think these are like the same kits as before. You'll see, Stevie. Nil moves around, says Wrathsheep. Okay. What's up, Wrathsheep? If you let him get World Tree, it's impossible to win. Stevie dilly-dallying? Never. Exactly. Thank you, Dota. I would never. Who do you think I am? Kagetsu. The speed is good from Kagetsu. His strength is okay compared to other people here. I do kind of feel like, yeah, speed's kind of gonna be important. But again, he can't even double them anyway. So he wouldn't get doubled, but wow. I do feel like Ivy should come. I don't think Fram is coming. I don't even know if Panette is coming, but somebody does need the Roy ring. I think that's going to be an absolute necessity because of Holdout. This map is really brilliant, honestly. Do I bring Rosado for the mobility? I just feel like he's not going to be that good. He's decently fast, so it would be tough for them to double him. I just don't see him like killing a lot. I kind of regretted bringing him last time. Yeah, bring him. Bench Yunaka. I did bench Yunaka. Got one more slot. So for flyers, we're looking at Celestia, Ivy, Rosado. I could bring Hortensia, but that's kind of just another heal bot. I don't think she's going to be doing a lot with that 16 magic. Against 13 res enemies. I mean, against the Armor Knights, sure, but even those 15 res. Nice, Kagetsu. I don't know, this will require more thought. I do think I am getting super tired. I'm yawning a crap ton. We should probably end here. Next stream we could start off right at the beginning here. We'll do maybe some last minute planning. Maybe I'll plan a little bit off stream. I'll save what we got so far. But with that said, I do want to thank you guys for joining me. I hope you had a good time. And let's see who's here. Shout out to Dota, the Gamer Swordsman, Tempest, Roy the Boy, Bath. What's up, Bath? Emrakul. Who else? Piawat, what's up? Let Nil, Rob Skill, Sandstorm, Golden Lotus, you will defeated. Are you saying if he steals those two, he'll get defeated? Hortensia plus Crom. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't have a lot of experience with the Crom bracelet yet, so we probably should play with that. Use only the characters and rings you get before chapter 10. Why? Why? For ultimate challenge, Beth? What's up, Mercenary BDU? Comet Crossing, Miss Modern Mayhem, Will. Oh, dang. Thank you, guys. Who else is here tonight? We had Choops earlier with Sir Koopa. Unknown Gaming, of course. Jenik. We had Veronica. I think I said Elvia. Absolute Critical. Steamcom. Kai.
Hiya, papaya.
Do we have Kyle too? We might have had Kyle too tonight. Wrath Sheep. Anybody else here in this list before I run out? Couch Potatoes we had, of course. And Mari Sophia. This is Chuck. Chroma Swain. Planet Eggs.
Oh no. Anyway.
I think that's it. That's the end of my list for right now. How about anybody here at the bottom? Titan's here. What's up, David? Did I come in right at the end? Yes, you did, unfortunately. But thanks for tuning in anyway. Oh, and of course, Tristan. But yeah, thank you all. I will probably stream again. Let's see. It is Wednesday. I do have some plans Friday night. If I have extra time after my plans Friday night, I may stream Friday night. Otherwise, you might see me... Nope, Saturday night's not good. Sunday or Monday. Either Friday, Sunday, or Monday. We will see. And we'll continue on with this. I do want to do some other stuff eventually, but I would like to wrap up the Fell Xenologue, so it'd be fun to do this. But thank you all so much for tuning in and joining me. I hope you had a good time. I hope to catch you next time. If you didn't see the video I put out today, I did put out a video. I'm pretty proud of it. Took a lot of work. Our moderator, Chip Bannatyne, helped me a little bit with some research and some feedback in the early stages of the video, which is very nice. So definitely be sure to check that out. Stay tuned for more. Thank you guys so much. Catch you next time. Thank you for the victory, Planet Eggs.